that table, that wood, is off. It's
Oh no, yeah, it's that one over there. No, yeah, that's the way it's made.
Yeah.
Well, everybody, we've already started. Welcome to Block Talk. I'm Boogie.
Honcho.
And now to introduce our special guest that we let y'all know about. If y'all seen the Instagram post, y'all know he here. It's the man with the plan, Pineapple Dan, the hostess with the mostest, Swaggy D, as they call him. You know what I'm saying? And we want to appreciate you for being the first guest on the podcast. So we went ahead and actually got you a gift, man. Official merch right here.
Hey,
You know what I'm
that's
saying?
litty too.
Yeah.
What's with that?
That's your boy. There you go right there, man.
Hey, Block Talk.
Yeah.
Hey, you already know I'm gonna go get some new shoes. I gotta get some new shoes,
Yeah,
bro.
we can't-
Good one. Official tissue, cut. I like that. I should have a lot.
You the only one with that design.
Yeah, that's you right
We don't
there.
even have that design.
Brand new design right there, dog. That's you right there.
That's the first one of
Yes,
that
sir.
design. We don't have
Get
that.
up in this bitch, bro.
Yes, sir.
So we got different.
Oh,
but
Yeah, we
got
finna get
that.
hoodies made. We finna get some logos. When we get a logo put on a shirt too, man.
I ain't leave one. Splash World Radio, we got a bunch of JPEGs made up. We ain't got it.
Let me know, B.
Yeah,
Let me
we
know.
got y'all.
We got somebody.
Hell yeah.
doing
We gonna
nice.
throw some shit your way, bro. This love. I like
Definitely.
this.
I'm glad you like it, bro.
Hell yeah.
All right. Well, everybody, it's Pineapple Dan from Splash World Radio. Shout out.
Shout out.
Best radio podcast out there right now on
Yeah,
the
we
net.
doing it. Yeah.
And we got some whiskey. We got some Shiner. My boy here got some Nas for a little pick me up. You know what I'm saying?
And we got some ribs.
So,
Yeah, y'all don't see them.
They was gone. Fall off the bone ribs was ate over here. Shout out to my
Like, I ain't even, if I had held them up like
It was
just
just
dangling
fair.
like that.
Come on, I do this.
Literally, listen, no cap. Tommy's face was the best thing for the podcast. He took a bite out the rib, and the whole thing came out the bone, and he was just like, "Oh my, what happened?"
Man.
He's like, "Who am I right now?"
Out of body experience, man.
That was melting on my lips. I like bit it and I felt it still melting on my lips like cotton candy, but meat. Like
Yeah. So, along with being our first guest on the podcast, it's also your birthday, my man.
Oh yeah.
Happy
bro.
birthday, salute,
Thank you,
salute,
salute.
salute. Yes, sir.
How's
Yes,
your
sir.
turn,
Man, big 3-0, bro.
Whew. It's coming up on me myself.
man? I just turned that myself early April.
Yeah,
We all around the
big
same
3-0.
age, man.
Niggas be like, oh, how you feel different and shit like that. I was like,
No.
hell no, nigga. The fuck? I was like, even at 29, I was telling people I was 30. So I was like, basically, I'm about to be 30 for 2 years. Like,
You do the opposite of what women do. Women are 21 for 6 years.
hell
bro.
no, I'm 32 years in a row. I was like, yeah, I was 29. I was like, no, why would I tell people I'm 29? That shit sound redundant. Like,
I mean, I'm being real with you, bro. Like, just it didn't happen like recently, man. I don't know why. To me, like, just birthdays ain't really shit no more. 'Cause I started thinking about it. You know what's weird? I started thinking about it. I'm like, bro, I really didn't do a bitch ass thing. Like, I just showed up really on the cool. So I was like, cause I remember I was talking about it at work, man. And one of the dispatch girls, she was like, "Oh, when's your birthday? So I get you something for your birthday." I said, "You ain't gotta give me nothing." I said, "If you want, really give my mama something, because she can't stop bringing up the 12 hours of labor." So I heard some nice shit. Bro, she brings it up to me all the time. I'm related shit. Bro, I'll tell you, look, I'm surprised right now when I didn't say, "Damn, those are some good ribs." She wasn't like, "Well, it took 12 hours of labor to make them ribs." Like,
damn. Ironically, bro, the funniest part about my birthday is I didn't actually turn 30 until 11:53.
no. You was right there. You was right there. You was almost in a whole other day.
See, it's funny he said that because my birthday was April 2nd.
Yeah.
And April Fool's today, man. I came at 3 o'clock in the morning.
You sure
I told my mama, Mama, I was so happy.
Yeah.
You held out for 3 more hours. 3 more hours.
Yeah.
Because I don't know how I could explain it. Oh, my birthday April 1st.
Yeah.
And then my birthday pop up, they be like, nah, for April, nah.
It's April Fool's, bro. Yeah, obviously it's April
Oh, you
Fool's.
fucking know you a fool, but no, this is for real. Like,
Listen, man. My dad can't stop bringing because he finds this shit hilarious, right? So I was born on July 11th, and I always make the stupid ass joke, right? When it's mostly like for females when they ask me like, "Oh, when's your birthday?" I'm like, "Oh, my birthday's named after a corner store," and they're like, "Your birthday's named after a corner store?" I said, "Yeah, 7-Eleven," and they're like, "You so dumb."
That's like,
But man, ain't that great though,
that's
bro?
accurate as fuck.
That's all I'm
It's
saying.
so accurate.
But now the joke my dad loves to make though is, bro, he's always like, "Listen, man." He's like, "I love you," but you was the only boy born that night. He was in a hospital room full of girls. I was like, "Oh, so you knew I was gonna be a player?" He's like, "Nah, you was the only bitch crying." I was like, "What? What you mean, Daddy?" And he's like, "Listen, literally all the little girls were." He's like, "You was born about 2 in the morning. All the little girls were silent, and here you are, my pussy hurts." And I'm like, why? Why I come visit you, bro?
in baby language. What a hoe is that? What a hoe is that?
Maybe, man, I don't know. But my dad loves telling that joke. He's like, yeah,
I didn't touch my meat earlier. I need to hug that kid.
Listen, man, it's 2 in the morning. I was probably hungry. You know what I'm saying?
Where the titties at?
I'm nice on another crib on side of me. Trying to get it up.
Like, you want some milk too?
He's like, man, there's some twins 3 cubicles down, bro.
Try to get that attention.
Now listen, I can see one of those on a lung machine, but she'll get over that, huh? She'll get over that, huh?
She got the bubble.
I want the special one, the one in the box.
That's stupid.
No, you gotta do like this to get to it.
They got the bubble boy gloves and shit like that. Can't touch them with no germs. That shit
She's special. I want that one.
So,
man.
so I know there's 2 of y'all right for Splash World Radio. It's you and shout out to homie Slim.
Yes.
He couldn't be here today, unfortunately, because of the time that we're recording.
Yeah,
But
Slim Burden.
we'll have to have him on one day also. It's a great podcast, man. I always tell you how much I love the playlist.
Hell yeah.
Slim's a great DJ. Y'all always play like hidden gems I don't sometimes always know about.
So like the way Slim go about it, bro, he's so tapped in, bro. He has so much unreleased music from different artists, and that like it's to the point where he's just like, I could do a whole like episode of just unreleased music, which was the Lil Uzi Vert, the recent episode.
Yeah, I heard that.
It was all unreleased Lil Uzi. It was like, we heard this before, and he was like, no, you haven't. This is the unreleased version.
It's so dope, bro. Like they always release their playlist also on their Instagram, which if I'm right, it's splash.world.radio, right? Yeah. Go ahead, give a like and a follow. Go ahead and follow my boy, man. Subscribe to the podcast, all that
shit. Turn the bells and whistles on, man. Get that little blue dot on your bell on Spotify. You know what I'm saying?
Go ahead, hit that boy.
My shit pop up on Block Talk, and I put that hell. I was like, nigga, I don't watch sports. I'm gonna be real with you.
Oh yeah,
I listened to the whole draft episode on the way to work.
He's like, I know more about this draft for no reason.
I was like, I don't know who these players are, but apparently Boogie knows what the fuck he's talking about.
I appreciate that, bro. Thank you, man. Because somebody gonna be wanting to believe in your boy until you pull the computer out.
Yo, you literally told me before the podcast, bro. I did all the research before you got here. I don't do that.
Bro, I didn't do it the day before. I've been listening to it all week.
I do that though on Splash Road. Like I'm the one that sit down with a notepad. I'm like, what are the topics? And someone go over the topics, and then I'm like, all right, let's piggyback this topic onto this. And then let's go do some research on these dudes, because I don't want to give people misinformation. Because the world's already full of fake news and misinformation. Why the fuck do I need to spread some more?
That podcast was probably our only one we really just said what we're going to discuss.
Oh yeah, that's the one we had it planned out.
Yeah, we had that planned out, and I watch sports. I watch the draft. I get ESPN on my phone daily. So I can see stuff happening.
Yeah.
I don't just go dig into it. Like I told you before, I said, man, I don't watch college.
Yeah.
I'm not a college person. I watch the championships of college. I don't know Rose Bowl, college, all that, but I don't ever watch the actual players to know. But I hear names. I hear stuff like that.
You know, standouts.
Yeah, I follow it when they hit the draft. Now, all the guys that just hit NFL, the top people, I'm going to look out for them. I'm going to see what's going on. Anybody who came to the Texans, shout out to everybody who got drafted by the Texans.
Just don't go getting on massages.
Don't be careful.
Don't get no massages in Texas.
See what happens, yeah.
If you get massages in Texas, your girlfriend needs to give masseuse.
Don't do it out there with New England. Robert Kraft. I told you last time, you gotta wait.
So you gotta let this Kraft go, bro.
He gotta wait because he's rich. They had a whole
hold on. A rich person got away with something?
Shocking. Hold on, listen.
Oh god.
This man
it's like he didn't have money.
Was caught in a raid at the spa. And he's the only one who got away. Oh my god.
Was he getting a massage?
That's when he was getting a happy ending.
Oh my god.
That's crazy. They didn't even want to indict the man because he made the
bro.
Damn, bro. You think Michael Jackson knows anything about this? That's
crazy.
He paid people off.
Because he has money, so he got away with it.
I'm telling you. The whole Ray J Kim Kardashian thing, Kris Jenner made a bunch of money. She made a bunch of money. Like, that's literally the same thing. Got away with it. She was like, how did this get dropped? Because Chris told Ray J, drop the porno.
She said it was background like a Sith Lord. She's like, really?
I'll bet you she was like the one holding fucking camera.
She's like, oh, yeah.
Kim, you're doing this wrong. You're doing this all wrong. Get in that pussy, Ray J. Yeah. Ray J, do it like this.
He's like, a little bit too much tongue. Just put your back down. Because I don't know, man. Ray J, I don't know why we're going so deep into the porno, but Reggie was doing this like weird tongue flicking thing where he was like flicking out and then he put it back, and then he flicked it out and he put it back.
Knocking her down like he was supposed to like.
No,
it was
terrible. I was like, damn, I feel bad.
You knew they both was amateur porn makers.
Yeah,
you could tell from the fucking video.
You can tell that she was just like. She's used to being bad, so she was like, my presence here is enough for me to just put it in. That's why
she was trash. She was a trash actress.
I'm gonna be real with you. This is gonna sound terrible, but I don't give a fuck. A woman with like low self-esteem fucks so good, but because she's not listen,
say no. It's funny you say that.
Tell me it's cap.
It's funny you say that.
It's not cap. It's so fucking true, dog.
I had somebody tell me, they was like, have you ever fucked a bitch who has nothing, like just a broke bitch and no top bitch? I'm like, why? They're like, because they give you the best sex.
All she got is
pussy,
dog.
They're like, yeah, broke dick give you good sex. Broke bitch, I say.
Listen, bro, if you meet a broke bitch on the 30th, you won't get no better head. Because she know them bills is coming up.
I promise you,
that shit had me crying. When you
Look,
that shit.
You want good cooked meals in the middle of the month? Talk to that same person.
Hey, look, she got shit to do all day but clean up and cook. That's all I'm saying.
That's it, bro. That's it. It ain't wrong, though. A bitch that ain't shit got great pussy. That's why a bunch of ancient bitches is moms.
Listen, they knew what they was doing.
Listen, I'm gonna be real with you, bro. I don't know. It's crazy, too. That's another thing I know. The single mothers, bro, they be putting that extra work though. But they're like, listen, I don't only need you to take care of this ass, I need you to take care of that baby ass. So I'm finna put it on you. I'm finna put this hypnotic thing on you right now.
That's when they I don't know what character development they had to tap into to bring that shit out, but they do it. The baby be in the other room dead ass sleep and they just be throwing ass.
Listen, bro, it's almost like they watch porno before you get there. Cause you're like, you think of like shit you see in porn, you're like, bro, that never happens around. Then she puts the double hand twist votes on you, and you're like, oh my god.
What are you doing?
And you're looking at her like, you're an Alexis Texas fan too.
Well, I've seen this before.
You're like, girl, have you been looking at my Chrome history?
I ain't gonna even lie to you, bro. I done fucked a couple of bitches too, specifically. And I remember whilst fucking these bitches, I literally looked at her and I said, bitch, did you Google me? Just like, she goes, what do you mean? I was like, because you're doing this shit with no directions. Like, I normally have to direct a bitch on my penis.
You remember that movie that Taraji P. Henson made, What Do Men Want? It's like, can you read my mind? It's like, damn, we better stop thinking this disgusting shit. She gonna keep doing it. Listen, the worst thing.
Who told you this?
The worst thing I ever had happen, bro. I went over to this female's house one day, right? She called me over late night. And she's like, hey, my daughter fell asleep. You want to come over? I'm like, I'm already in the car. I'm buckling up my seatbelt. As we speak, I'm coming. So I show up, right? I drive over. We're coming. And I show up, bro. Her daughter, dead ass. I got her. Now listen, not to get too vulgar. She's squirting all over the couch and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? And I'm talking about, bro, she's like screaming, going wild and shit like that. And bro, like, when I say daughter, I did not know this at the time. She just told me that, oh, I have a daughter, like a 10-month-old daughter. I was like, bro, like this thing just popped up out of you. Like, you just over here getting down.
A 10-month-old daughter?
10-month-old.
I was expecting you to be like, oh, she's like 23. I ain't gonna lie. I was expecting you to be like, she had a 23-year-old daughter. Yeah, my 23-year-old daughter just fell asleep. Come on, get these drugs. Like,
when I was younger, I felt fucked up about this, but I couldn't stop myself. Man, the girl has her baby in the room, in the crib, right there. The baby's dead asleep in the crib. And she's like, we gotta be quiet. So I'm like, all right. So I'm hitting her from the back. My back is to the crib.
Yeah.
So I'm hitting her from the back. Boom, boom, boom.
Feel a hand on your back.
No. Something just told me. Like, I keep glancing at the baby to make sure the baby ain't up. So I glance. The baby is standing up at the crib, looking. And I'm like,
it'd only be funny if the baby would start going like that.
I swear to God, on my dad, man. The baby started. I knew it. It's a little girl. She like this.
Sponges, dog.
And I'm like, I tap her again. I'm like, hey, look.
Yeah.
She like, what? And the baby just stopped. So I'm like, look. She like, what? I'm like, just keep looking. And I start doing it again. The baby started. I was like, I'm done.
Listen, bro.
It fucked me up that this baby looking at us like this.
I'll be real with you. Worst thing I ever had happen, right? So the baby sleep in the bed, right? Like middle of the bed.
Did it?
What? Look, we go on the floor, right?
So she's. I stayed in bed.
No. So she's on. So look, she's on top
in between y'all.
Oh no.
If you like this, and the baby right here, the baby will never fall out the bed. Not only am I protecting the baby, I'm letting you finish.
Like, I'm letting you know that I'm a great father.
I'm a great father.
Great protector.
Yeah.
I can protect and get mine at the same time.
So listen, we're on the floor, right? She's riding me and shit like that, right? Okay, look, we go to sleep. We end up getting in the bed, going to sleep. I didn't know the baby woke up midway through. This is how I found out. We wake up, I roll over on my back, I'm stretching. The baby climbs on top of me, right? So he's like sitting on my belly or whatever. And I'm like, hey, what's up, bud? Now this is a boy, baby, okay? He sits on me and then he just starts going like this. I'm like, and look, I look over at her, I'm like, you think he saw that?
Hey.
And she's like, well, I heard babies do that. I said, I didn't read that. What books you read? You read different books.
That is a thing though. Like babies be experimenting without knowing what that shit is very early.
Yeah.
That's why boys do. That's why baby boys be grabbing titties and shit.
Yeah. It's also natural. They just even like food source and stuff like that.
Bro, titties.
I remember one time I went on a date with this girl.
Grab titties, especially the big ones.
Oh yeah.
It's like
mommy helpers.
It's like, bro, it's like a little tiny human hand on the titty. It's just
It's so good.
I don't know what about it, but I like it.
Bro, I was at the store. I forget what store I was at. But I'm just walking, and this woman has her. No, I was at Kima Boardwalk. They had a crawfish broil a while, not too long ago. And I'm walking, and this woman just has her titty out. And the baby and he'll move it. So you just see the whole thing. I'm like this.
Oh my god.
And it's crazy, bro.
Oh, yeah, that's a good thing. Beyonce started that.
Yeah, and you can't say nothing. There was like some famous chick, I think on like Instagram or TikTok too.
Can't say shit to them about
well, look, they took her video down, right? Because they're like, oh, it shows nudity. And she's like, I'm breastfeeding my baby, you bunch of perverts. I'm sorry you can't handle it. So then, like, it became a trend on TikTok, bro, where girls just got their titties out breastfeeding. Listen, I went down the weird hole. I don't know.
I seen that a woman did a whole photo shoot
with
her baby.
That's how we used to get around watching titties in school. We go on YouTube and watch
breastfeeding videos. I told him a story about how I got caught watching porn the first time, bro. I typed in bikini girls like inside the computer. There's a family computer in the living room, bro. And so look, my dad catched me. He's like, "What are you looking at?" I was like, "I was typing in Bennigan's." I was looking up. I was like, you know how they got them cheesy sticks? I love them, Dad. I love them. Look at your stupid ass out of here.
No, I couldn't do that. My mom walked in. I was full blown naked, Johnson in hand. She was like, and the fucked up part was, bro, I was closing my eyes as I was like, so like she was like, we gonna clean up today. So we started cleaning up and shit. I'm in my room, and it's like, once you get done cleaning up your room, you good. You ain't gotta do shit. So I shut my door to clean my room. I wash my face off. I get in the bed. I was like, let me get naked so I can get comfortable. I lay in the center of my bed. I do the starfish. I do the motherfucking starfish, and I close my eyes. And I just start thinking about some shit. And I was like, all right, let's go. The next thing you know, bro, I'm like 30 strokes in, bro. Mom opened the door. I was like, dick in hand, bro. I hit like 2 more times.
You're like, I'm already here.
She opened the door and I was like, yeet, yeet. And she was like, boy, what are you doing? Oh, that's good. It wasn't my mama. She was like, put some drawers on. But my drawers was in the bottom drawer. So like,
you just showed her whole ass. You just showed her whole
she got ball sack in the asshole. She was like, dude, you were the funniest one I ever walked in on. Everybody else is just weird.
See, I wasn't in my room. That was the fucked up part. I was in the living room. And this when them big ass TVs, the first like flash screens with the big
with the big box on the back.
Wheels.
Yeah.
We got in the living room. I got all the lights out. Now, right on side of our TV is our hallway door. So I got it closed. So I'm really blinded by the TV that I can't see the door really. I can just pray I hear it.
Yeah.
Crazy.
So I'm in a recliner. I'm in my dad's recliner chair, kick back.
I was like, this was the motion trailer.
I'm in the all black one. It's kicked back. You propped up, and I'm watching. I was young, so this one they used to show like the fake sex on TV.
Get a match.
Yeah.
It's called soft porn.
Yeah, soft porn.
Where the blowjobs is just really them putting their face.
You just see their head, like nude underwear.
Yeah. So I'm thinking this is porn at that time. I'm like, oh, this is good enough, really, just to go.
Yeah.
I'm going, and all I hear, and I'm like, I can't see the door. My mom just opened the door, so I heard, and I look, and I roll out the chair. I rolled out the chair trying to hide myself, and all I heard was the door close, and all my clothes are on the floor. All my clothes are on the floor, so you scrambling and trying to. I'm like, oh my God. All she told me was, go to bed.
What's she supposed to say to you after that, man?
Yeah, shit.
How can she say?
You know, you do the walking shaft. I gotta walk through the hallway past her, so I'm like, like, that's all I can think. Like, damn. But I used to think I was slick that I have like sports on last.
Yeah.
So when I
hit the equivalent.
So I'd be like,
listen, I think that
would be watching sports.
I think that'd be weirder because if your mom caught you jacking off to you, I think she'd be like, I think that she'd be like, I better hit this back button and there better be some titties. Because if you jacking off to Chad Ochocinco right now.
I think we never thought about this shit though as kids. It was like if you just put that on last, so you click back. And you don't think if you grab a remote from somebody who just hit the last button and hit the last button one more time, it's gonna be titties.
Right.
I didn't think I'm like,
nobody ever thought about
last, but I heard him change it again. So you hit last and like,
change the channel, hit last again, and go back to sports.
And you just pray you didn't get caught. You trying to hold yourself down. You
gotta most of childhood as a boy, I think it's just like praying you don't caught jacking off. That was half, like from 12 to like 16. That was half my life. It's just praying I get caught jacking it.
Like, I'm a jacker. I just gotta find a nice, comfortable spot. Everybody sleep. Cool. That's when you discovered the masturbating and sleeping is the perfect combination. That's 16 was when I was like, if I can't go to sleep, I'll just beat my meat. That shit.
That's the best way to go to sleep. It's better than melatonin.
I'm just gonna go to sleep after that. I ain't got shit else.
Right over ass naked.
Listen, man. Melatonin ain't got shit on jacking off right before bed.
And don't.
I'm gonna be real.
And don't. And fuck me up if you do a melatonin and jacking off you go to sleep.
Now you're just doing a race against the clock. You're like, what's gonna happen first?
Man, what's gonna happen first? I'm gonna go see my dick in my hand, or am I gonna finish first?
Oh, man, there's nothing worse than just waking up with dry cum in your hand. You're like, oh man, I couldn't get up, and you feel bad about yourself. You're like, why am I so lazy, bro? I really got my life together, type shit. You know when I feel bad when you like masturbating and you're not watching porn. You're thinking about like old sex you used to have with other girls, and you're like, damn, I didn't fuck somebody new. Like, I got a problem. I mean, I haven't done that in a while, but like when you're a kid and like you only have one piece of pussy, and then y'all break up, and then you still jacking off there, and you're like, God, I need a new girlfriend.
Yeah. So that's like, I don't know. Some chick asked me, she was like, "How do you guys imagine what women you've never seen naked look like naked?"
Easy.
I was like, "It's easy, bro." Because like, there's a whole bunch of women in porn that look just like y'all.
Big facts. Not only that, let's be real. Most of the women out on the street, they already given up half of it. All you really got to do is match the nipple on the toe. They got a tiny triangle right over their nipple.
But now that, like, even back then, like, it was just slip-ups happening. Yeah, superstars. And now every female is damn near half naked see-through. Yeah. So it's like, oh, yeah. I envision that.
I even got to go outdoors. I can open my Twitter right now.
That's the woman empowerment I get behind right there. Listen. Me and Ty went to the same high school.
Everybody can start sucking dick. These dudes can start sucking more dick.
Big facts.
But same high school.
Oh yeah, we went to the same high school, right, bro? We had this teacher. So you remember Miss Tolliver? She changed her name. She used to be something else. I forgot.
Miss Avery.
Miss Avery.
Love her to death.
Yeah, her name is bro. When I tell you she was redonkulous, like I'm talking about, boy, you could set this whiskey on that ass and she walked about a mile before you realized she had something back there. Boy.
I hate she got married.
Oh yeah, she got married, changed her name, but
Miss Westmoreland and Miss Lopez. And the fucked up part about Miss Westmoreland and Miss Lopez, them fine bitches was the teachers across the hall from each other.
I remember I used to get so jealous, bro. I remember I had a hot ass Spanish teacher, Miss Cam too, shout out.
Oh.
And bro, I remember getting so jealous because I think like 2 weeks later, I saw that there was like a scandal at another school where a student was having sex with a teacher. I'm sitting in my bed like, fuck, bro.
I swear,
why couldn't that be Miss Cam?
I think about that with Miss Tolliver all the time. I'd be like, why you couldn't be the one? Why you couldn't be? But we had, I don't know if you was there with the two counselors, the bright skin.
Yes.
They was so, and I was a troublemaker. And they was my counselor for the engineering program because I was in engineering school. So they used to bring me in and talk to me, and I used to be in love, and I had braces at that time. So they'd come see me and chop it up. My partners would be like, bitch, get them bend over. Get them to bend over. Just get them to stand in front of us. So I have everybody at one table.
Yeah.
I'd be at a table by myself. They'd be like, why you by yourself? I'm like, man, I ain't feeling good. Da, da, da. You know, playing the role.
RCDC.
And
ultimate
teenage angst and shit like that. And I just be like, yeah. Da, da, da. And they're like, oh, you got your brace, you know, you get them different colors.
Yeah.
I find out what colors are they favorite colors. And she'd be like, yeah. I'm like, man, you know, I got them pink. She's like, oh, I love pink. I know. And my mama used to tell me all the time, she's like, you're doing this because the girl.
Yeah.
I'll be the only one in there, pink and purple, please.
Yeah.
They'll match them. And they and bend over right in front of the whole table.
Yeah.
And my name, appreciate it.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna lie, bro.
It's all love, bro.
I brought up a joke to Tommy right before the podcast, right? So we were talking about some females.
When you said you was gonna hang my.
No, shut up. No, we were talking about some other shit,
Not the
right?
noose one.
No,
so
so-
the noose around my girl neck.
Shut up. We'll talk about that off podcast.
Oh,
So,
my bad.
nah, look, he was talking to this girl, right? And he's like, oh, so you gonna go get smoothies, right? And then I was like, damn, nigga, you over here paying attention and shit? And he's like, what you mean? I was like, I don't pay attention to shit, I'm saying. I was down fucking around, but I'm like, damn, I'm Karen ass nigga, bro. Damn.
I do that shit though. I do that shit.
I'm like, next you remember her birthday.
Bro, it's funny because like it'd be funny sometimes because some females they don't have enough niggas paying attention to them. So then when you be that one that pay attention and do shit, sometimes you pay attention so well, the bitch be like, hit some pussy.
It depends though, bro. Cause look, this is my thing, right? Look, this is why women like bad boys, right? Look, women like bad boys not because of the bad shit they do, but you know why though? That I've noticed that bad boys and businessmen have in common. Other shit comes before bitches, and they like that shit. Cause look, let's be real. How many simps out here, bro, be out here putting bitches above everything, like putting the pussy on a pedestal, and they are like disgusted by this nigga. But if you are a bad boy or a businessman or just somebody who has other shit going on, and you put that other shit before her, where it's like, hey, listen, I'm busy right now, but afterwards we can hang out. She went right then and there. She's like, that's my shit.
Like, oh, can I see you today?
This is what I be telling my homies all the time. I was like, bro, you gotta make these bitches feel like they're not important. That's it. Once you show her that she is undervalued by not undervaluing her, but valuing yourself as a person before her,
bro.
it makes them, it's like, oh, this nigga got his head on straight. He's not gonna just be
And-
fucking on shit.
And I tell like I have two jobs. I do Uber, but I also work for another company.
Yeah.
But so Uber's on my time.
Man, y'all drinking like some bitches.
So I tell
I love y'all. I love y'all.
I'm less of a bitch than Tommy.
Hey, that's the lie though. It's like, I'm not the biggest bitch. Not that I'm not a bitch, but I'm not the biggest bitch.
going back and forth.
That's all I'm not. So am I.
My beer. Mine is shorter than both cars.
Hey.
So I be going back and forth. Bro, mine is down here.
Okay, yeah,
All
you're
right.
right.
So I be going
Well, then
back
you're
and
back to
forth.
being the biggest bitch.
Mine be going back and forth.
No.
But my boy was drinking last night though. My boy drinking hungover right now, so he gets a pass. It's his birthday. He gets a bitch pass.
I've been sipping for exactly 13 hours.
Hey, man.
Oh, sorry to cut you off. You were saying.
I forgot what I was saying.
We're talking about putting
Yeah,
putting yourself above women.
So I tell her, I'm like, bro, I'm used to bringing money straight to my account. You know, Uber once you're done or Lyft once you're done, you can account and it's there. So I'm used to adding money daily to my account.
Yeah.
But I'd be with a chick, she's like, oh, come see me. And this is the time I usually work. I'd be like, well, I have to work.
Yeah.
She's like, oh, well, you can still come see me. No. Because me coming to see you takes away from me working.
Yeah.
And I'm in the house at 10 o'clock.
Yeah.
I wake up at 5 every morning. So I'm like, I need to work before I come see you because you went to work today, right? You didn't call off. You did not go to work today. I let you go to work. And then we'll see you afterward. I say, it's the same right now. Like, I need to make sure. She's like, okay, you don't miss me. It's not that. You want shit. You want me to do shit. You like to do shit. Money, because I gotta work.
That's it.
Like this paycheck that's gonna come in 2 weeks. That's for bills and all that. This money I make every day, I can bring in $100 a day.
Yeah.
You're telling me to knock that off to come watch Thor? Would you
Listen,
come watch whatever simple movie?
So you literally are telling me not only do I not get to make money today, but the money I had made earlier this week
It's also going to be spent.
While you're on the way here, can you grab daiquiris and something to eat?
Fuck no.
No.
I don't have the money.
I'd be like, you cook for me. Fuck that.
I don't have the money.
Listen, if I'm taking time off my job to cook for me, bro. Now I'm not gonna lie though. One time I did do this, and this is terrible. I hope actually no, I don't work anymore. Fuck it. I used to work at this other company, right? And I'm a truck driver. So literally, bro, this girl hit me up on Tinder. And I had fucked her before, and she just hit me up randomly. And she's like, I'm so wet right now. Come meet me at this hotel. She sent me an address. Now listen, this is 30 minutes away from anywhere I'm doing a delivery. But these niggas got me working on a Saturday. I'm tired as fuck. It's like 1 in the afternoon. I'm like, damn, I'm so dog shit tired. And then she hit me up. I was literally about to go back in, but I was like, if I turn off the GPS on my truck, I could literally be paid the fuck right now.
Yeah.
I turned on my GPS, bro. I banged her guts up for about an hour inside this hotel, left, clocked out of work, and then she was like, I'm not gonna lie, I need it again. And then came over to my spot. So I'm like, this is a great Saturday. You know what? I was really dreading this. I've been there for a couple of hours, but it's really turning around.
I had a bitch show up from Austin. She was like, we had been texting and shit on Snapchat, and then next thing you know, she was like, she just popped up in my smoke shop. I was like, oh shit. I didn't even expect you. I knew the car because the bitch drives a really nice Lexus and she like put airbags on the house, so I heard it pulling up in the driveway and shit. So she get up the car, I'm like, damn, everything just moving.
Listen, bro, when women care,
moving. Look at the way that shit moving, dog.
Like, you know what's crazy, right? So the simp behavior that women hate, that's the shit we like. You know what I'm saying? Because let's be real. If a dude would have did that shit, that's simping. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? She'd have been like, I can't believe this nigga drove all the way over here. Unannounced. I had a dick appointment in like an hour and he fucking my shit up. Now I gotta go break his working. I gotta go break his little heart. But when a female does shit like that, it's like, hell yeah. Alright, so listen, real quick. I want to talk about some shit later, but right now I want to play a game. Alright, so I had this on my mind. I didn't tell you all about this earlier on purpose. Because I don't want y'all to have time to think on this shit.
I'm not playing Hold My Nuts.
No.
I'm not playing Hold My Nuts.
No.
I ain't gonna lie. For y'all who know about last week, he will be holding some nuts.
It's not looking like that with Giannis Antetokounmpo out here with Greek Freak.
That's what I'm waiting on. I'm waiting on that episode. Holding the nuts.
Don't get worried. It's coming. Give it about another week. It's coming. Give it about another week and a half. It's coming. Oh, no. So, look. I want to play a game, right? It's basically like red light, green light, but it's red flag, green flag.
Okay.
All right. Listen, all you gotta do, I want each of us to give a green flag of a woman and a red flag of a woman. I'll start, that way y'all got a second to think. Green flag for me, a woman that has a healthy relationship with her father. That's like such a green flag for me, bro. Like so it's like green flags and red flags in potential partners. Not bitches you fucking. Let's be honest. If you want to fuck somebody, they can show all the red flags. I'm still gonna tap that ass.
I'll fuck a fat bitch. Like, and I don't even. But I'm not.
We all need a slump buster every now and then. No. It's a regular thing.
I specifically go on the hunt for pretty fat bitches. The bitch on somebody that pulled up to my shop. She was a BBW Latino.
Listen, I'm gonna quote Childish Gambino here, bro. That pussy better be insane. So insane, it's an enemy of Batman. Like, that better be. Because I was no other reason to fuck with a fat hoe.
Hey, I'm not gonna lie to you. The bitch, I tapped the bitch cheeks in the back of the smoke shop. First of all, it pissed me off that the bitch sat on the counter like a skinny bitch. That's what made me mad. The bitch hopped on the counter like a skinny bitch. I'm like, bitch, you're not that girl. You're not her. But you fine as shit. I like your big, beautiful ass. So I put a clap these shots, clapping the cheeks, nigga. Her coochie was just wet as fuck. And then while I was fucking, nigga, she started whispering my ear. She was like, I've never come this hard on a dick before.
Listen, man.
And I was like, you know what? I know you feed me some bologna. Why would you struggle with shit?
Call me Oscar Mayer. Give me all of them.
I'm not even gonna lie to you, bro. She said that shit and my nuts got cold because her pussy juice had dripped all the way down my shelf to my balls.
I love when women lie to me talking about, "Oh, you're the biggest I ever had." I'm like, "Yeah, can you feed me that bullshit?" Yeah, I love that shit.
That is yours on New York. Yeah, I'm good for it.
Listen,
good. But now we get mine.
Look, I already seen the video where you told my homie the same shit.
Hey, look, I got the pictures right there.
Look, we talked about this off podcast, bro. I was telling him, I was like, bro, you know what's crazy? How is it always 3 weeks in between women having sex? Because I was telling him, so look, I had hooked up with these 2 different chicks, right? Like back-to-back nights. And the second chick was asking me, she's like, when's the last time you had sex? And I'm like, why is that important? But like, why does it matter? Blah, blah, blah. You know, giving that whole spiel. And she's like, it matters. It definitely changes things, blah, blah, blah. I said, fine, if you want me to be honest. And she's like, of course I want you to be honest. I said, I had somebody here yesterday. And then she was like, wow, really? And I was like, listen, man, you asked. Why are you getting mad now? You asked this. I told you didn't want this, and now here you are getting it, and you're like, I didn't want this. No shit.
You should have hit with the wiggle fingers after you said that shit. Yes.
No. So then it gets better, right? And then she's like, well, don't you want to know me? I was like, no. Why would I was like, why do I want to set myself up for failure? I was like, 1, I'm not going to believe you. 2nd, You know what I mean? Why would I want to set myself up to be sad? I'm having such a good time. I just wasn't a fat nut. I'm feeling myself right now. You just call me daddy. I'm feeling myself. And then so she's like,
whoa, when you something like that.
now listen, she's like, about like 3 weeks ago. A couple weeks later, I'm smashing another chick. Same thing pops up. She also says 3 weeks. I'm like, nah, I'm not gonna lie. Next girl I smashed, now I am gonna ask, but only to see the fuckery.
Yeah.
And then sure enough, she's like, about like 3 weeks ago. I was like, it's crazy.
See,
bro.
and
how all girls be celibate for 3 weeks?
I'm like, are y'all fucking on y'all periods?
I'm like,
Are y'all fucking right before y'all periods? And then I was just like, I had a period. I can't fuck for 2 more weeks.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah,
like,
yeah.
that's what fucking going on.
I've caught that trend about 3 weeks to a month. It was like, oh, if it's the end of the month, oh, beginning of this month. If it's in the middle, it's still like 3 weeks to a month. And I'd be like,
Because
I guess.
you know what I think it is? Though? I think that they think that's an appropriate time to where like, oh, okay, you're not a hoe. You wait a while till you fuck somebody new.
No.
Which, like I said, I'm not gonna believe it.
At all.
Just like I said, if I would have lied, right, and I'd have said, oh, it's been like 2 weeks or whatever, you wouldn't have believed me, bro. It is what it is. Because I think men and women think the same thing about each other, where we're like, y'all are always fucking someone.
Yeah.
Which, you know what's crazy though? A lot of, oh man.
I think it's really though, because like when you think about it, with like most of the time, what I think it is because personally, most bitches is like they hang out with me and they're like they see like, damn, you like you know everybody,
Yeah.
Like you talk to everybody, you're very flirtatious with most women. I'm like that's my nature, like my nature is very flirtatious with women, and I'm not a player or anything, you know what I'm saying, but a crush a lot. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I'm saying? They know me, but they don't know me.
Listen, man, I'm not saying I'm a player, but I got 6 consoles. That's all I'm saying. But now, you know what's weird though? I think that women see how easy it is for them to get sex. So I think they also put that on men. Like, you know what's crazy? So look, this is a stat that I'm pretty sure most people don't know,
I got
actually.
something for that.
Did you know that 1 out of every 3 men under the age of 30 is either been celibate for a year or is a virgin? Between the ages of 18 and 30, bro.
Yeah.
But look, because women only give access to dudes that regularly get pussy, they think, oh, all dudes get pussy all the time. They don't think about like the 90% of dudes that they curved, that no bullshit will probably, honestly, I don't want to say never get pussy, but it'll be a very long time in between.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because I mean, look, all 3 of us do well with women to the point where I feel confident enough saying, speaking from personal perspective, I don't think any of us go longer than like, I'd say a month without just being like in a dry spell. You know what I'm saying?
That's what
if I'm being real about it.
The longest would be
like that'd be the longest. Like that's like you're not trying type shit.
Yeah.
Like I haven't been out in a month.
Yeah.
I haven't gone out in a month.
Like
okay.
Since I came home, only had a full month of no sex.
Bro, I don't be fucking bitches really like I used to because I got the enlightening time. Bitches after bitches fuck me, they find a husband. And it fucked me up.
This nigga living in a movie right here.
Bro,
That Dane Cook movie.
No, it's another movie. It's a movie.
It's some real shit, dog.
It's a movie just like that.
We got a magical cop. You hear that, ladies? We got magical cops.
Bitches be fucking with me heavy. Like, old girl that pulled up to my shop. She fucked me at my shop and then never spoke to me again. The next thing I see on Instagram, this is a Latina.
Oh, the other one.
Yeah.
Okay. Moving on.
Yeah, I did her too.
Yeah,
I made that bitch cry.
It'd be like that though.
No, it was like orgasm cry. Like she had the orgasm and was crying in the middle of the, or I'm still inside. And I stopped. I was like, that hurt you. I was like, you are white. I am black. I am not trying to deal with.
You're like, I'm not trying to get Emmett out here.
I am not with the Me Too movement.
You're like, my hands are here.
Look, bitch, my cock is in you, but my hands are up.
You want me to stop? Please.
Yeah. But that bitch ended up moving to fucking North Carolina with some nigga. She moved up with a whole new nigga. She lived with her boyfriend and shit.
See, it's funny because it's a movie. I can't remember the name of the movie, but
Good Luck Chuck.
Good Luck Chuck.
Yeah, that's the one with Dane Cook. Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah. Every female he fucked,
the next one, because that crazy dog girl put that curse on him.
She got married. Yeah. So he was scared to fuck the girl he really wanted to fuck because he liked her so much. And he's like, damn, I can't fuck you because you're going to get married to somebody else and I don't want that. I'm like,
y'all smiling. I'm dead ass serious. That shit sucks.
Look, I think I would like that though.
Cause it's not even that, bro. It's
like come around.
Bro, but it makes sense. A lot of bitches get a husband or like start a family or whatever afterwards. Cause the bitches that happened to, they got some fire ass coochie. I'm like, I'm just mad that I don't get to hit it more times. That's it. I'm not even
That'll
mad.
probably be the only thing.
That's literally all I get mad about. I'm like, bro, I can't hit this whole 3 more times like I wanted to. I give every woman that I fuck 5 hits. 5 hits and then they out. That's what I give. 5 hits and they out.
I've literally told a female
yeah, I'm the biggest bitch at the table right now.
I've literally told a female
until I can change it.
There you go.
I literally told a female like, hey, her shit was so fire that I told her, I'm like, hey, I'm willing to be your sneaky link for the rest of your life. Like, you can get married, I still be that nigga. Like, I don't care. She's like, oh, that's degrading to yourself. I don't care.
Okay.
This is not something I want to do.
I just licked your booty hole.
I don't care. She's like, so if I was really married, you'll do that? Yes. Like, call me. I don't give a fuck.
I'm not doing anything wrong. You are.
I'll be a Leonardo DiCaprio. Like, this nigga is the bachelor, living his best life, making money, fucking fat as old. I want to live that life. This nigga fucking everybody. Rihanna made a song about this nigga.
That's the only reason I did OnlyFans. I was trying to do them features.
I've been trying to get OnlyFans.
Big facts.
I don't want to do. Look, but you keep the money. I just want to fuck you on camera.
I'm big facts. Listen, worst thing though I've ever had happen, and this goes to my red flag.
We were playing this game.
Yeah, it's cool. Like I said, listen, we get sidetracked all the time, so don't worry. I try to keep it sort of in line. Sometimes we get all the way like out of there, and it's all right. It happens. It's a podcast. Who gives a fuck? It's just us fucking around. Anyway, so my red flag is this, bro. A girl that has a dude that keeps this nigga on rap. So look, that same girl, right, that I fucked that Saturday, bro, no cap. I fucked this girl, like on and off, of course, not like steadily, but for like an 8-hour shift, basically. You know what I'm saying? Like for 8 hours, we were fucking on and off. And she's like, if you want to meet up tomorrow, hit me up. And so she gave me her Snap or whatever. I was like, well, give me your number. And she's like, I don't really give my number out like that. You just hit me up through Snapchat. I'm like, I didn't think nothing of it. I'm like, yeah, sure, whatever. I mean, we've only been fucking forever. But it's cool. So the next day, right, I wake up, you're ready. So I'm like, I mean, she didn't say whenever. Yeah. So I hit her ass up. All of a sudden, right, after I sent her that, I saw she read it. Then a story comes up. So I'm like, well, what's on the story? I click the story. It's her, and it's a family Sunday fun day. And it's her on the camera, and then she shows a whole ass nigga driving, and he blows her a kiss like, I'm like, bro, this hoe ain't shit. That's a red flag to me, bro. If a girl has, listen, man, if you're female, if you have an Instagram, a Snapchat, any social media, bro, and you got a dude and you don't post that nigga, I hope he breaks up with you. No cap. Listen, if I got a girl, bro, and she got social media, and you posting thirst traps, and you ain't never posted me, and you expect me to post you, fuck out my face.
Fuck out my face.
Like, one, you're not gonna be my girl. I'm gonna keep fucking you. But, and then second, like I said, bro, I'm gonna know, like, oh, you doing this so that way you can keep your options open. Yeah. So that's my red flag. Women that don't post their man on their social media.
Niggas don't see it.
Yeah. Exactly, bro. Because you try to keep your options open. Like, listen, I don't really think you're my best option, so I'm going to keep these other options open in case something better comes around. But if nothing better does come around, I know you still here type shit.
Yeah, and that's like, I ain't trying to be on the hook, nigga.
All right, then we're just going to do like a dealer cut, pass to the left. Give me a green flag, give me a red flag.
My green, I don't know, I'm weird. Like, I don't put titles, I hate putting titles on females. Like, I hate for a female to be like, oh, that's my boyfriend. Like, I'm not that nigga.
That feels like high school though, boyfriend, girlfriend shit?
It's not even that. But for me to really say, like, I fucked a lot of bitches. But I've had few girlfriends.
Okay, I see what you're saying. Yeah.
Okay, I fucked a lot of bitches, but I had few girlfriends. I'm so upfront about shit. Like, hey, like when I first came home from prison, I've had 3 or 4 girls that I was messing with.
That you steady fucking
But
with.
I told them off the jump, you're not who I want to be with.
Yeah.
Like, I'm good with fucking you because the sex is good. And really, I'm just coming home from an 8.5-year bid, so all sex was kind of good.
Yeah.
So I'm like, but you're not who I want to be as a girlfriend.
Yeah.
And it was fucked up. And I'm like, but I'm being honest.
Be real,
lied to you.
Hold on, but be real though. Did they try harder after that?
They tried. I swear.
Listen, that's the best thing, bro. That's why I said you should
they tried to show me, and I was like, it's not worth it. So to be my girl, to have the green light it's all mental for me. It's showing me where your mindset is. Because I'm about money. I'm about financial freedom at the end of the day. Like, I want to be able to do what the fuck I want, how I want, when I want, without having no issue. So for a girl to have that kind of financial freedom and mindset and show me she above her age and the mindset is a turn on for me. That's why I date that's why I mess with a lot of young, older women.
Yeah.
But a red flag to me is insecurity. Like, if every time I don't pick up the phone, I'm out doing something, it be times me and you have been out. And I've had issues on, like, you was some bitch, like, bitch, you won't come home to at night.
Like, look, you know what's crazy?
I'm not doing nothing out here. I told you where I was going. I told you who I was with. But you think I'm lying to you. Like, bitch, I gotta go live. And we went live before.
Yeah, we went live like in the club.
We went live in the club to us me doing this to show. Like, I don't got no picture. I ain't buying no section. I'm just, where we going? We're going out here near the Woodlands. I don't know the name of it. We're gonna hit 3 clubs and just enjoy ourselves.
Because you know what's crazy? So look, you and me have been out together, and you and me have been out together. Women have a hard time believing, because again though, they equate them to us. So it's like, oh, niggas hit on me all night, so they're obviously out there hitting on bitches all night. When they don't even realize, bro, like I said, we've all been out together, where it's like, bro, we don't even entertain hoes like we just be chilling doing us, and then if a hoe comes up, like she comes up, but really, it's like I'm just having a dude's night type shit. Like I'm just really out here to get stupid with my boys.
And I'll be ignoring pretty hoes.
And that's just my
I don't need you, pretty hoe.
And I'll be telling like I can be a whole hoe out here. I can be a real nigga towards the relationship. And that would be my thing. Like, bitch, you playing games. You keep doing this, I'm gonna show you I can be this hoe that I'm trying not to be. But I give it to you and go from there. So
but real quick, I forgot. To your green flag real quick. See, again, that's why I said like 2 weeks ago, bro, there's nothing wrong with dating for like 6 to 7 months. Because again, women want a first place trophy for doing participation trophy worth shit.
Yeah.
They think that cooking and cleaning should be a first place gift. I'm like, no, bitch, that's like me asking for a first place trophy for paying for bills and protecting you when we go out. Like, bitch, that's a participation trophy. I'm supposed to do that.
Stop.
Come on, stop. I'm supposed to do this.
Time to click off and Pastor, you done. Because I'm the same thing.
I'm just saying, bro, listen, shout out to Kevin Samuels, man.
Facts.
Listen, this is the thing, right?
K-Sam.
Women hated him so much, but because he used to say just real shit. Like, he used to be like, listen, it would be mostly black women, but because he promoted the black nuclear family, where he was like, listen, black men, black women, creating beautiful black families and thriving in America. So this is my thing, right? He used to always say, listen, black men, you need to be better. You need to move past your victim mindset. You need to become something. Yeah. You need to be in shape and do this. And black women used to hate when he used to be like, listen, don't no man want no big Shirley. Your big ass need to lose some weight. And then he used to be like, listen.
Come on. I want a big Shirley, but I only want one big Shirley a month.
Listen, as Kevin Samuels would say, Big Shirley can't fit in the Bugatti. That's a two-door coupe. Big Shirley can't fit in that thing.
Me and Big Shirley could have gone in this, what's some motherfucking bike's called? The little bike where she can pedal with me.
I think it's stupid.
Big Shirley could be Slim Shirley real quick.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I'm saying though. So look, women will get mad at him, bro, because he would tell him, like, listen, man, men don't like it when you talk like a dude. They don't like it when you act like a dude. They don't like it when you're fat, when you're rude, when you're doing all this shit. And women hated him for it. But I remember when he died, he got so much hate, bro, which to me is despicable, because the fact that if you can say something that somebody doesn't like and they wish you to die, bro, that's fucking crazy.
Yeah.
And that's like really, like, real talk, downright fucking disgusting, bro.
Yeah.
Because that's just, wow. Like, you always talk all the time about how it's fucked up. Black men don't ever want to be with black women. He literally tried to be with black women and y'all still shunned him. It's like, bro, yeah. I can see.
As a black man,
you might not know nothing about this.
As a black man, bro.
I'm blacker than you.
As a black man, I feel, because that's the fucked up part. Like, growing up in spring, bro, the one thing that I had to get used to was that, like, black women, the one that I want is not going to be in this area. Because they either going to be, like, this super
high standards?
Yeah, high standards black bitch, or they going to be this super low quality black bitch. And I got too many fucking badass black women in my family for me to, like, settle with some subpar ass black bitch. So like for me, when I'm looking for my standards for a black woman are higher than my standards for white women, Mexican women, Asian women because of that.
You know what I think it is though? I think that now, especially like business women and stuff like that, bro, women are becoming the niggas that they want.
Yeah.
Like to the point where they're like, listen, I want a man that's successful, so I'm gonna be successful.
Yeah.
I want a man that's, in shape, so I'm gonna get him in badass shape. I want a man that's driven and puts his career above everything, so I'm gonna do the same.
But that's kind of the formula though when you think about it.
Not really, because
as a man.
Oh no, yeah, as a man,
when
yes.
When you, I tell people all the time, it's like, bro, just look. Oh, Jordan, how can I get a bad bitch? How can I fuck bitches like you be fucking bitches? I was like, nigga, I'm gonna be real with you. I don't be knowing how to fuck the bitches I fuck. I just be doing me, and they just fall in my lap.
Yes.
That's literally the key. The key is to just do you to the point where nothing else exists.
Like,
and then shit just happens.
You basically have to become the sun to where bitches just become planets in your orbit type. They become attracted to you by gravity.
It's just like how he said it earlier with how we attract women. It's us being us.
Yeah.
Like I don't have a pickup line.
Nope.
No, I can guarantee if I tell a whole pickup line, it's corny than a bitch, and they gonna laugh.
They gonna laugh
because it's like it's not me.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna be me.
Organic as fuck.
And she's gonna. It's there.
And if it don't work, that means that's not the bitch I'm not supposed to.
And that's what I feel like. I'm not fucked up by being turned down. Because for one, I know you turned me down, but I guarantee these next 3 or 4 that I'm about to shoot at, I'm about to have their number in my phone. Now, how I play them is how I play them. But I'm not worried about your one.
Yeah.
Because the way I shoot, I've had women really shoot at me. Like, I was at the gas station probably like 2 weeks ago. And the female pulled up right on side of me. Her dog, she had a dog in the car. Her dog runs up to my car. So he playing, I'm like, oh, hey, a pitbull. I'm playing with him. Okay, trying to really pump my gas, clean my car. And the girl was like, oh, the dog like what I like type shit. I'm like,
yeah.
Okay, like owner. She pretty much said like owner, like dog like owner type shit. Yeah. I'm like, so you really just shot your shot.
But listen, if you'd have been the one to say that though,
it would have been different.
You'd have been canceled.
Yeah. But she said it, and I didn't even give her a play.
Yeah.
Because it was like, that was cute. Yeah. I understand what you were saying,
I
but
appreciate your initiative.
Yeah, but I'm good.
Yeah.
Like I can be good. Like, yeah, and it happens.
Also, women also gotta learn how to be more forward. Cause that was cool, but the extra initiative would have been for her to walk over and be like, this is my name, so and so, this is my credentials.
And I'd be okay with that. Like if a female was to really shoot her shot, like, and try, then I'd be like, that's bold. Like you're not like every female. You're bold. That's bold for you to really shoot your shot at.
That's my green flag.
See, I'm not gonna lie. To me, I'm different though. Like I want to be the nigga to approach her though, but because this is the thing, right? So it's just based on the law of averages, right? Mm-hmm. Most women will not approach men, right?
No.
And listen, I'm a strong believer that you should not approach men, and this is why. Because with my sister, right? Shout out to you, Rosie. Love you as always.
Always.
Shout out to Amini.
Always shout outs.
I don't remember your sister's name, but shout out also. I met her at the family barbecue. That's right. I was invited, nigga.
Yeah,
that's right.
He was at the cookout.
I was at the cookout. But anyway, no. So
you got that invite.
Got the invite. Nah, but this is the thing, right? So if I'm talking to her and shit like that, and this is again what I go back to from I think the very first episode, bro, where I said single women give other single women terrible fucking advice.
Yes.
My sister's in the club, right? It's me, her, and like 3 other bitches, women. And 3 bitches. But anyway, so they're all there, and it's me. And she asked, like the group basically, there's like this good looking dude over there or whatever, he's peeping her. And she's like, oh my God, that dude's so hot, should I go talk to him? I'm the only one that said no. All the girls are like, hell yeah, you should go talk to him, girl, fuck yeah. I said, let me tell you something right now. Do not go talk to that nigga. She said, why? I said, because if he's too pussy to come over here, I was like, the thing is, he's intimidated, bro. He sees you over here with a bunch of bad bitches and a dude. I said, let me tell you something right now. If I see a group of women and a dude, I'm assuming that nigga gay. I don't think you got
facts.
No, that's fact. I don't think you got no man. Because
he is the cousin. He is the brother.
That's how strong I think.
He ain't just the nigga to one of them.
Look,
he ain't gonna come out.
Hold my high heels so I can go dance with that nigga over there.
That's how strong I think my game is, though. I'm like, that nigga gay. Off rip. I don't give a fuck. He can look straight as fuck, so I'm like, he gay. Because I'm finna go shoot my shot at that bitch. And then if I go up there and he tells me or she tells me, like, oh no, that's my man's, or he's like, hey bro, that's my girl. I'm like, oh my fault, I ain't know type shit.
Yeah.
But if I see a group of women, bro, and one dude, or just a group of women, I'm finna pick out the baddest one, and I'm finna go like, hey, excuse me, how are you doing? Don't worry, I'm just hitting on your friend. I'm gonna bring her right back, type shit.
Yeah.
Because again, bro, if you that nigga, you gonna go up there and you gonna talk to her, and she gonna appreciate it more. That's why I told my sister, I was like, bro, you should never go up to a dude, because listen, I say this all the time to my sister. I'm like, look, you attract a lot of feminine ass niggas because you have 3 brothers and a very masculine ass father. I said, and a very masculine mother. I said, you just grew up none but masculine motherfuckers around you.
Yeah.
So you the same way. I said, so you attract feminine ass. Look, bro, I'm not saying there's nothing wrong with pretty boys to a certain extent, but bro, it was to the point where these things would take longer to get ready than my sister. I'm like, bro, that's not a red flag to you. I'm like, look.
Fuck you, Boogie. I take one of my girl to get ready.
Listen, no offense to Addie, but Addie goes looking the same everywhere though. I've never seen Addie with makeup.
I'm not gonna lie to you.
Shout out to the hold on, what do you call? Oh, sexy giraffe. Shout out to the sexy giraffe.
You know what I'm saying? That's my girl, the sexy giraffe. You know what I'm saying? No, really, I really take long because like I go in depth with my shit. No. Like I'm matching colors. I'm doing like accessory layouts.
No, bro, like these niggas are like they're tweezing their eyebrows. They're like lining they shit up. Nah. They like pressing their clothes perfect. Nah. They put on 2-3 outfits. I'm like, bro, that's essentially a bitch. Yeah. And look, the thing is though, she never ends up staying with these dudes, right? And I always tell her, I'm like, look, man, I don't mean to say this in a rude way, but you're very masculine female to where you attract feminine niggas, but because you date masculine. And she asked me, she's like, what can I do to fix that? I said, I'm gonna be real with you. You need to date feminine. And she's like, what does that even mean? I said, look, bro, if a dude wanted to date a dude, he'd be fucking gay.
Yeah.
That's just facts. If a dude wanted to date a dude, he'd be gay. Or non-binary, whatever the fuck you call it. Some letter of the alphabet, he would be.
He would be.
I said, the problem is, you don't give the nigga the opportunity to be the dude, so he has to step back to let you be the dude. I said, unless you just meet a real masculine motherfucker that's like, listen, I see you masculine, but I'm not gonna put up with that shit. Like, I'm that nigga. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? And you were along for the ride type shit. Yeah. But that's why I tell my sister, I'm like, look, you need to be more feminine when you be dating, bro. Because I think that's honestly, and again, when women are successful in the business world, I think it's the opposite for men and women, right? Because when men become successful in the business world, more doors to more pussy opens up.
Yeah.
To whereas in when women become more successful,
the door's closed, how much dick is offered.
Because look, everybody knows most women do not take down. Like, they don't date down, bro. They don't. There's a study that was done, bro. Most women doesn't like, a man doesn't even qualify to them unless he makes 26% more annually than she does.
Yeah.
So if you think about that, bro, if your girl makes $100,000, right? She's a successful entrepreneur, bad bitch, boss bitch, whatever you want to call her. She makes $100,000 a year. That means if you don't make $130,000 minimum, bro, she might put up with you for a little bit, and then she's gonna be done because she's gonna be like, bro, I can't be with a nigga that's not more driven than me, that's not more successful than me. See, they don't want it more than me.
I've had this talk the other day, honestly, about with a friend of mine, and I'm telling her, like, niggas who don't make more than their females, I feel personally is insecure.
You gotta feel like a bitch. You have to feel like a bitch.
Now, the only reason I said it, but hold on, I said it because I don't mind if my girl is making 100,000 plus, whatever her situation is. You're making your money. I'm making money. I'm not fucked up about my situation, but I just might not have the qualities or the qualifications of what you have.
Yeah.
So I'm not fucked up. I'm in a good position. If I'm bringing in $75,000 a year, that is good for a male.
Yeah.
Or 75 to 1,000 a year is good for a male. Like, you just happen to be in a different caliber as far as what you're doing career-wise. Now, I'm not fucked up. You doing good, that's your money. I'm still gonna do what I'm gonna do as your man. I'm gonna still buy, spend, pay for tax.
It ain't gonna be on your caliber. It's gonna be on my caliber.
It's on me.
Yeah.
And she's like, well, other guys are insecure. I said, they feel demasculine because you make more than them.
Yeah. But see,
that's just the problem with them. But I don't have that.
I don't think it's necessarily that in total. Because again, also, I think that women feel like, let's be honest, women feel like they're the most victimized group in America. Where they're like, listen, especially if you're a minority woman, you feel like the world is out to get me, I'm set up to fail.
Facts.
So if a nigga's not doing better than you, you feel like, listen, I literally had everything stacked up against me, and I'm doing better. How are you not doing better than me?
Facts.
You know what I'm saying?
Because I've been that guy that was making less than his girl, and I'm gonna be real with you. I feel like a bitch ass nigga. I was like, I'm not.
It makes you want to get more,
bro. I'm not gonna lie to you. I switched my job up and definitely made more than her.
Yeah.
Definitely to the point where now, nigga, I'm paying the government money because I'm jumping tax brackets.
Yeah.
And I'm like, that shit make me feel good.
Yeah.
That shit. And I like when I look, like how you said, like when y'all talking about, like, you know what I'm saying, females making the 100,000. Like, nigga, I don't make 100,000. But if I met a female that made 100,000, I bet you I can make you another 100,000.
Oh, listen,
because that's my mentality. It's like I ain't got it for myself, but I know for a fact I can go get it. My mindset is I can set my mind to do whatever I want to do, and I can make that shit.
I'm about the money,
which is why I get the bitches I get.
Well, we still live with y'all.
Yeah,
but it's the same thing. Like,
hold on, give me 1 second. But listen, do you know how many people in America make over $100,000?
Not a lot.
15%. That's men, women, non-binary, whatever outfit with her. 15% of people make over $100,000. That's what. Look, this is the thing, right? So there's nothing Kevin Samuels, Fresh and Fit, Rollo Tomasi, everybody in this red pill manosphere thing talk about, right? Which is just facts. Women sometimes have high expectations that I don't think they realize how rare they are. Like I said, people that make over $100,000 is 15% of America. You know how many dudes are over 6 feet tall? 15% in the world, nigga. In the world. But you see these NBA players, you see these NFL players on TV, you see these, you see The Rock and shit like that, and you're like, there's 6 feet tall niggas everywhere.
No.
Everywhere. And you know what's crazy? Once you go to 6'3" and above, it drops down to 8%, bro. Yeah. So women literally want the 1% of men, right? 99% of women are chasing the 1% of men, okay? And again, you should chase the best option you could get. But something that I want women to think about, bro, that I really want them to take in their mental, if you meet this man, right? If you meet this 1% man, is he already married?
Facts.
Right? Mm-hmm. Does he live in your state? In your country? Okay? Does he want you? What can you do for this 1% man? Because look, bro.
And every other female chasing.
Look, this is the thing, right?
Get the same shit you get.
Yeah. Maybe even better, because there's some bad corporate old women that's in high places looking for the same nigga.
And you know what's crazy? You know who realizes lowering their standards? Tall bitches. You know why? Because look, tall niggas tend to like shorter women because they like to be dominant over them, right? So look, most tall women, what do? They date shorter niggas because they realize if I don't lower my standards, I'm gonna be single for a long ass fucking time. But short women, they're like, niggas hit on me all the time. I'm always gonna have options. But this is the problem. I think women conflate sexual want to relationship want. They're like, oh, this nigga wants to fuck me, so he obviously wants to be with me. When they are totally two different things. And look, I'm gonna be real with y'all.
Yeah.
You don't know if a man wants to be with you specifically because he'll tell you what he used to do to bitches whilst doing a different thing for you.
Yeah. I've had a female friend tell me that shit like, man, I can tell you're in a discomfort zone because before I went to prison at 19. Okay, I got out when I was 28. So before I went to prison, I was a full-fledged hoe. Like, I cheated on every female. Hold on. I block talk, men are not hoes. We're slut makers. I want you to block talk, there are no male hoes. There are slut makers. We're slut makers out here.
This is a Pineapple Dan exclusive, and I approve this message. Men cannot be sluts or hoes because men do not have the power to give away pussy. Unless you're a pimp, and that's a whole different subject.
Okay,
you was a slut maker before. There you go. That's the next shirt, goddammit.
Before I went to prison. So I told myself in prison that when I came home, I'd be straightforward about every single thing.
How's that working out for you?
It's working, but it also it hurts in certain areas. But I told him, like, man, this is who I am. This is what you're going to accept, and if not, it is what it is.
I got a relationship, so I got to explain that shit to bitch like this. I already got somebody I want.
And that's what I kind of trying to show. Like, hey, you're just
like, hey, my life partner is at home. I'm just gonna bust.
You're just for the moment. Like you're for the fun.
And if you want to stay, if you want to become not just fun, you gotta show me, like you were saying earlier, you gotta show me that you want to be my girl.
Yeah, you gotta. And that's
not this participation trophy shit.
It's a mentality thing.
I tell you, I like pineapples. You go to the store and you see a notebook with pineapples on it, and you get it. That shit mean more to me than you've been like, I was at the store today.
And I just saw it, yeah.
Yeah, and I just saw it.
I just said, bro, they want a gold medal for blue ribbon shit. It's like, bitch, like it's like, oh, I cooked and I cleaned today. Oh, so you did something that I expected you to do fucking anyway.
Off the rack.
Because again, bro, that's the crazy part, bro. That's like if we go out, right? You go out. I want all of us to go to a fucking dream world where shit makes sense.
Okay.
We go to a world, right?
This shit don't
make no sense. So let's go to a world where shit makes sense, right?
Bet I'm there.
If we go somewhere, right? Ding-a-ling-ling-ling-ling. We go somewhere. We go out, right? You with your girl. A dude comes up, smacks your girl on the ass. She don't want you to beat that nigga ass, right? It don't give a fuck if Kimbo Slice slapped her on the ass. You supposed to protect her.
Hold on,
Kimbo.
Shut
up.
I'm
not Kimbo.
No, but I'm saying what she expects you to do. No, listen. We're thinking about it logically, but I'm saying her, she's like, you better beat him up.
Well, I'm gonna tell her.
That's Kimbo.
Any girl but mine, because my girl.
She knows. Okay.
Yeah, Addie Pat, she told the 9.
That's what I like. Yeah. That's what I like.
But see, I deal with people like that. That's gonna talk this and I tell them all the time. Like, hey.
Listen, I'm a felon. You got to get it. You got to get it. You got to.
In a world where I'm not an exception, yes, you are right.
Yes.
You're gonna be like,
but that's what I'm saying though. Like I said, I'm just saying what in her mind, you should protect her.
Yeah.
Now, what if, let's just say hypothetically, right? You do protect her, right? You beat this nigga ass. And then all of a sudden you're like, hey, babe, hey, I protected you.
I did that.
I think I should get my dick sucked. And she's like, you just did what you were supposed to do. Like, oh, that's crazy.
Really?
Because when I told you that shit last week, when you made me a sandwich, it was a whole fucking big thing. You wanted a parade.
But yeah, you wanted a march. You want a Macy's Day parade in this.
That's all I'm saying, bro. Again, shout out to Rosie. This is my thing, right? I told her, because she was like, what can I do to show I'm different from these other girls? I said, I'm not gonna lie to you. I said, you know the best thing you could do that will show a nigga you on a different level? I said, you go over to his place to fuck. She said, yeah. I said, this is what I want you to do. The next time you go over, if you see some shit out of place, if you see some dust around that motherfucker, if you see a little bit of dirt on the floor, I said, grab a broom, wash a dish, clean some shit up. I said, because you know what? I said, let's say we go home, right? I bring you over to my spot, we finna fuck. I'm like, hey, I'm finna just take a quick shower. If I go take a shower, I come back, my dishes are washed, my floor is swept, some shit like that, bro. Just some shit that you know I needed done.
Facts.
That you wanted to help me and make my life better. Because listen, you know what men want? Listen, you know what men want? Men want an asset. Yes. Men don't want a liability.
Yes.
So if you can help me, again, like, okay, with you and me, right?
Every action is a transaction. Remember that.
Listen, you and me, right? We own the business, okay? If you know I need help with my fucking business, like I'm telling you, we're talking, and you're like, how's your day going? I'm like, I actually have a business meeting later. I had something fall through. I actually have to find another editor. If you go on your Instagram because you know you got more followers and you find me an editor, you showing me you an asset, you want to be with me, you can make my life better and easier. Yeah. Again, women want a blue ribbon for doing shit they supposed to do.
Good.
And that goes the same for soft ass niggas out here too. They want a blue ribbon for shit they supposed to do. They want their dick sucked for paying for a meal. Nigga, you supposed to.
Nigga,
you supposed to.
I read this shit all the time on Twitter. Not even just Black Twitter, on Twitter in general. I read this shit today, my nigga.
That nigga's Black Twitter.
Bitches be like, bitches getting mad because it's like, why niggas always expect sex after a date? And I'm like, all right, first of all, let's go over this, bro. Let's go over what dating, talking, fucking, all this shit is. If you're dating somebody, yeah, let me get another one.
You want another one?
Yeah, I'm not the biggest bitch at the table.
You want another one?
I'm done.
No, you done.
I might become the biggest bitch.
Man, fuck you. You get another one.
So, like, yeah, like I think it's like when you talking to somebody, y'all are just texting, y'all conversate on the phone, y'all see each other in person, y'all hold a conversation. When you dating somebody, not only are y'all doing the same thing as talking, but y'all actually actively going out as a unit. Now, when y'all together, like y'all in a relationship, my nigga, it's probably been about 3 months. Y'all did the talking thing, y'all did the dating thing, now y'all fucking, and y'all call it, like you say, you don't like titles, but one of my another green flag is when a bitch show like ownership. My nigga, like that shit hot. Like if a bitch walk up to me in the club and start talking to me, you walk over, you like kiss me and shit, and you do the shit slick. You know what I'm saying? You like without being like, you know what I'm saying, over dramatic, and you just walk up and do some slick shit. Like I was dating this chick, prime example, I was dating this chick who was at the club. You know the type of bitches I like.
Yeah.
They are I date seen bitches. Like when they go out, they are seen. So like we in a Mexican club, I know for a fact Mexican niggas love white blonde bitches. She out there dancing on the dance floor. One of the black dudes walked up to me. He was like, "Hey yo, I saw she came in here with you. Can I dance with her?" I said, "Nigga, that's not my property. If you go over to her, you ask her to dance, and she say yeah, then you gotta dance."
Yeah.
So he walked over there, he asked her to dance. I don't know what the fuck she said. She didn't make a gesture of no or nothing. She just walked over towards me, stepped in between my legs, and gave me a kiss, and sat down on my lap. And I looked at him and I was like, "Hey, bro.
Yeah.
That shit right there is a green flag. I mean, that shit right there is what niggas like to see."
Another green flag, bro, is women that don't want to go out unless you're with them. Like women that want to go on girls' weekends every weekend and shit like that, bro. I think that's a red flag.
That's a red flag.
Because I'm gonna be real. Again, it goes to, this is my thing, right? And women hate hearing this shit. I told this to my mom. I told this to my sister. I told it to you before. This is my thing, right? Dan, it's your first day here, so I'm gonna go ahead and break this down for you, my boy. Check this out. If you got a car, right?
Mm-hmm.
You have a car, okay? If you buy this car, okay, you pay for it cash. You pay $50,000 for this fucking car. You take it home. 2 weeks later, the dealer comes up, knocks on your door. "Hey, Dan, listen, I know I sold you that car, right? And it's yours. You own that shit. Yeah. That's your shit.
Yeah.
But listen, maybe a couple days out the week, bro, I'm just going to put a for sale sign in that bitch. And I'm going to let motherfuckers just test drive it every now and again.
Yeah.
But it's still yours, though. It's still yours, though.
But they going to test drive it.
Listen, that's essentially the fucking same of when a woman goes out with her whole friends. Because this is the thing. Let's be real, bro. If you're a girl and you got whole friends who have whole tendencies, let's be real. If they go out there doing whole shit, you ain't gonna want to be the only bitch there talking about, "No, girl, I got a man." No, you gonna want to do whole shit too. You gonna want to be with Megan Thee Stallion, Cardi B, turn up shit. You gonna want to be on some whole shit. And listen, if I got a Lambo, right?
Mm-hmm.
The locks on a Lambo are impenetrable. Literally, you cannot break in that hoe. But if I see a nigga trying to break in my Lambo, am I supposed to just let him because I know the locks work? No. Fuck no, because all it takes is one time. That's it. And that's how I treat my girls, bro. I'm like, listen, you are something special to me if you're my girl.
Yeah.
Because listen, that's why niggas want Lambos. That's why niggas want Maseratis, because not everybody has one. Yeah. If everybody had a Lambo, everybody had a Maserati, nobody want one. So this is my thing. If I got a Lambo, right? If I have a Lambo and I see a motherfucker trying to break into it, why would I not be like, "Hey, don't do that shit"? And this is the thing, right? Women are always like, "Oh, you don't want me to go out, you don't want me to have fun." No, I do. Why can't you go out with me? I got the money, I'm the big dog. I'm that nigga. I drop my dick on the table, break this bitch in half.
Facts.
I'm that nigga.
Facts.
Come out with me. But instead, you want to go out there with your whole friends and do whole shit because, again, you want to do whole shit, entertain other niggas, and then come home to me, breath smell like whole ass dick.
Yeah.
No, ma'am. That's what shit ain't gonna fly.
Bro, I remember that video I saw on Twitter. This dude was at the club with his female. The female's in a stall in the men's restroom with another nigga. He's standing at the stall, waiting, not breaking down the motherfucking wall, not grabbing niggas by their ankles underneath the stall, pulling them niggas from under that. That nigga
I'm away.
He was waiting for the niggas to come out. And then,
when
they opened the stall door, homie didn't do shit but try to like hold himself back from hitting the nigga. I told him straight. I retweeted that shit. I said straight up, I would knock both them bitches out.
I don't fight over bitches. I won't fight over bitches.
With that situation,
no, it's not even over the bitch at the time. For me, it wasn't.
It's a disrespect.
Exactly.
It's a disrespect.
Exactly. I would have knocked both y'all out because number one,
y'all both playing with
you disrespected me knowing how the fuck I am.
Yeah.
He disrespected me and you didn't tell him who the fuck I am.
With that situation, I'm not, and I feel this way to this day. I never beef with a nigga if my hoe did something.
Yeah.
Now, it's just me.
I agree with that.
Because, bitch, you might not have told this nigga you was with a nigga. or that you had a nigga. So if a bitch don't tell me personally that she has a nigga, I'm shooting. I'm
exactly. He doing what a nigga gonna do.
Yeah, he gonna do. Because you never told me you had a nigga. You never told me you was married. I dated married women.
Yeah.
I know how she disclaimed this nigga, so therefore I slide in. So I know niggas are doing this. I'm not the only one doing it. Yeah. So I'm not gonna beef with you. I'm gonna tell you. Like congratulations, nigga. Like I probably won't say nothing to you if I caught you in the stall.
Yeah.
But all I'm gonna do is let my presence be known.
Yeah.
Once y'all come out, I'm gonna let her see me so she knows I know that you just did what you did.
Yeah.
Now, from this moment forward, you ain't gotta worry about it. Cause I don't like right before this podcast. I don't know if y'all seen it. I was about to drink my shot straight.
Yeah.
Okay, but I got something with it. But I posted this before because this how I am. I don't even chase my liquor.
Yeah.
So why am I gonna chase a bitch?
Yeah.
Listen, and that's just me. Bitch, once you show me that you playing games, you think I'm just a simp ass nigga, or you think I'm like, okay, baby, I forgive you.
Nah,
bitch, for one, I'm gonna show you better than I can tell you. This because I get bitches.
Yeah.
Like I'm holding off now because this is just I'm focused on money. I'm trying to better myself because where I just been at for the last 8.5 years.
That makes sense though.
But bitch, don't try me.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Try Jesus before you try me because I'm gonna show you something different.
You know what it is? And we're not speaking about all women because all women don't do this. But certain hoes will try this though. They will try you like you are a display toy at Walgreens. You know the ones that got the little try me button on it?
Yeah,
they will try the fuck out
of you.
Like
you a demo.
I
am not a demo.
Listen, I went to Austin, right, to go visit my sister, shout out. And I met this bitch. This bitch is like sucking my face, all up on my tip type shit, right? We doing our thing. Anyway, the next time I go to Austin in like a month, I hit her up. I'm like, hey, I'm coming to town. And she's like, bet, where you going tonight? I'm going to pull up on you. I said, bet. This is where I'm going to be at. This is the spot. She comes through. She meets me. She's like, hey, I'm with a friend. Is that cool if I bring them? Now, I'm automatically thinking, I'm like, she bringing another bitch. Because it's like a safety thing. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, she don't want to be alone with me, blah, 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 blah.
Yeah. Cool.
But that makes sense. I was like, that's cool. I'm with my sister anyway. Come through. She comes through, whole nigga there.
Okay.
Already a red flag.
Yeah.
I tell her this. I'm like, tell you what. I said, how about this? I said, I was going to do a shot anyway with my sister. I said, let's all four do a shot. I paid for my shot, my sister's shot, her shot. I said, you can buy your own shot, though. You grown-ass man. I hope you got a job.
Yeah.
So we all take a shot, right? One of which he paid for. We take a shot. She tells me, I got to 5 minutes. She's like, hey, me and my friend are going to go get a drink. We'll be right back. Now listen, we're at an open spot of a bar, okay?
Yeah.
She goes to the other side of the bar.
So get a drink.
Red flag.
Yeah.
I told my sister, right? And I listen, I already had a feeling. I was like, there's something up with this nigga. But I told my sister, I said, hey, I'm going to go use the restroom. I go to the restroom. On my way to the restroom, I pass her and this nigga sucking face. I tap her on the shoulder. I said, excuse me, I'm trying to get to the bathroom. She see me, got the stupidest look on her face. She like,
Yeah. I know you, bro. So you was like, you really was like,
yeah. I was like, yeah. Excuse me, I need to go to the restroom. Yeah. And she's like, and there's a lady in my way. I went out my way to be in there.
Yeah.
And I'm like, excuse me, I need to use the restroom.
Yeah. Yeah.
And I go through. I come out. She gone. Her and that nigga gone. I sent her a text. I said, listen, man, you must not know, but us Houston niggas down here, we ain't on that soft ass shit.
No.
You should just let me know you was finna come with a nigga because I would have never texted you, son.
Right.
Don't be ever playing my name like that.
Yeah, you ain't got
She never hit me back up. And I'm glad because I never hit that bitch back up either. Look, to this day, I couldn't tell you that bitch name.
Females like that shit, though.
But listen, there's some women that are like that, though. Again, this is not all women.
Well, no,
this is some.
No, what you did to correct her actions.
Oh, no, listen.
Some females do shit to get that reaction to see, because, like, that's how they decide a simp ass nigga.
Yeah, where they gonna put you in.
You know what's crazy?
Yeah.
I think that women, even though they say they don't like this, and, come at me, whatever the fuck. I don't care. Y'all already hate me anyway.
Right.
This is my thing. A lot of women, I think that there's an importance to checking your woman.
Yeah.
If your woman does some shit you don't like, bro, and you don't say nothing, this is the thing. If this is your line, right, women will always get as close to the line as they fucking can. Yeah. And if your line stays moving back and back
They gonna
and
keep
back,
pushing.
they gonna keep pushing.
So
it.
you off the
But if you got a hard line and you tell her, hey, cut that fucking shit out. This my line. You got one toe over this motherfucker. Ain't gonna be no two toes.
hard boundaries.
That's it.
Hard boundaries.
I think, no bullshit, they like that shit. Look, no bullshit, right? One time, I just finished thinking this bitch down. We're in bed laying together. She does something to me that I do not like. She literally slaps me in my face.
Oh yeah.
As a joke, I say something, I say a joke, right? And I'm gonna be honest, it's like detrimental to her. It's like a self-deprecating joke to her. She doesn't like that shit. She slapped me in my face. She's like, oh, don't say that. I said, I'm gonna tell you one time. Don't you ever slap me in my motherfucking face. I said, I don't let grown-ass men slap me in my face. You think I'm gonna let you slap me in my face? Don't ever do that shit again. And then she was like, I'm sorry, I was just, I said, I don't give a fuck. I was like, I don't play like that. We fucked right after that, and she never slapped me again.
Yeah.
And listen, I cut her off, right? No cap, bro. Listen, may God strike me down if I'm lying. I had to quit fucking with her because I told her, I said, listen, you obviously are very toxic, and I don't deal with that shit. I cut her off, bro, 2 months ago. She hit me up, not even a week ago, nigga, sending me a picture of her titties talking about, I miss you, daddy. I was like, women love when you set a hard line, bro, because then they realize, like, he ain't no bitch. Because if he ain't gonna let no woman step over him, he damn sure ain't gonna let no nigga step over him.
I got that number. That's out of everything you can do to me for female wise.
Yeah.
You cannot put your hands on
No,
it.
never.
I don't accept it. I don't play it. And I tell them, even as when we step in that boundaries of getting to know each other, they be like, oh, what do you like about a woman, what you don't like, relationship wise. I said, one rule only. Don't ever put your hands on me.
Facts.
She's like, what happened if you? I said, I don't give a fuck. I said, one thing I never do is put my hands on you.
Yeah.
So therefore, you should never put your hands on me. I say, the moment you do, and I learned this at a young age, that if you feel like you gotta hit a female or even be anything domestic, that's not the relationship for you. So I got that so stuck. So I told her, don't ever. She's like, well, I'm used to it. Well, you want to break that chain.
Yeah.
Because the moment you do, I say it's gonna be the end of It's gonna be the end of us. I say, and trust me, I'll get you dragged in these streets.
Yeah.
Like, I'm not saying it's gonna be ex-hoes or females I'm dealing with. No, I got cousins, sisters, and my brother, baby mamas, and girlfriends that fuck with me tough, that we will drag you in these streets. Oh, you'll do that to me? Yes.
Look, Addie in trouble. She ever do something like that?
And
all my sisters are already.
And that's
she
my
ever
thing.
put that on his leg.
And then my sister's best friend, I grew up. My sister's younger than me, so I grew up with her best friend.
Yeah.
I look at them as sisters.
Yeah.
I look at my brother's friends as sisters. Like, I have a group of girls that know that I'm not a toxic ass nigga when I say I put a title on something.
Yeah.
So the moment you put your hands on me, it's the end of us.
Yeah.
And bitch, if you try something, I'm about to have these hoes drag you.
I'm telling you.
And you're not gonna win. And just because you got a gun, don't mean they stop making it.
Yeah.
Because all mine legal and loaded.
Yeah.
So try me
My
for
40
too.
strong.
And that's just me.
Listen, I want to get your thought on something, right? And I want to go with you first. So check this out. You remember that book that Steve Harvey made, where it was act like a lady, think like a man?
You mean how to lose your player card 1-on-1? You mean?
No. Hold on, listen to me. Check this out, right? I legitimately think men would date better if you act like a man, think like a lady. And this is what I mean by that. Just let me explain that real quick. When I say think like a lady, I mean this. Women have an abundance mindset where they're like, there's so many niggas out here, one don't mean shit to me.
Right.
And if dudes thought the same shit about women where they're like, there's so many bitches out here that want to fuck me, this one bitch don't mean shit. But you keep frame as a dude where you're like, listen, this is my line, you don't cross it, I'm a man, I'm a gentleman, I'm gonna do all this shit like I'm supposed to as a man, but I'm also not gonna pedestalize the pussy.
Yeah.
Do you think that that's like an accurate statement? And like how do you think men should date?
I actually recently ran into this chick at a bar that I went to in all 30 years of my life. This was the coolest transaction experience I had with a female. It was talking about like what we like out of relationships and shit, right? But because I was raised by nothing but women, whenever I talk to a woman, my mindset is automatically thinking about what she gonna be thinking about, you know what I'm saying, if I say this. So she started talking about some shit, and I was like, oh, so it sounds like to me that you probably got married at like 19, because she said she was divorced. So I was like, okay, you was probably married at like 19, 20, and she looked at me, she was like, oh my God, yeah. How did you know that? I was like, well, I mean, it makes sense. Based off your reaction to the shit I said, based on your answers to the shit I said, and then based on you in general, I was able to formulate this hypothesis and give it to you. And she was like, fuck yeah. And so she was about to leave, and I said, where you going? She was like, what you want? I said, what you mean what I want? She was like, no, like, we've been talking, what you want? I said, bitch, I want fuck. Like,
I think I've been here.
What you mean what I want, bitch? What you mean? We was sitting here talking about sex and shit. I just want to fuck. I recently texted this bitch yesterday. I was like, hey, it's my birthday. Stop to the bar. We can link up. She literally texted me as I'm throwing up last night. It's dead. She's like, I'm in the hospital and I cannot make this shit up. And if I get out tonight, I'm definitely linking up with you. And I was like, I want to believe it.
Yeah.
Like, I want to be like, oh, she's going to get out the hospital.
She laid up next to a nigga right now.
But I'm like, based on your answers when we was talking, and the way that I came at you, and the way that you say you like shit, nah, nigga, you definitely been fucking. I don't give a fuck that you been fucking other niggas. When I text you and you tell me this is the open line of my pussy, and I say slide through, I don't know if, ands, buts, and maybes. I need you to send me ETA and ask me if I want food.
Yeah, I'll be like, share your location type shit.
Facts, drop that pin. You know what I'm saying? Because if it was me and you called me and I had free time to go gallivant in some coochie, I'm on the way. I'm gonna hit you up and be like, hey, I'm stopping at this, cause you're a white girl, I'm stopping at this Starbucks or this Chick-fil-A. What you need? Cause I done did it before. I done talked to a vegan that only ate potatoes, and I was like, hey, bitch, I'm just Whataburger. You want some fries? So you just gonna fuck me with meat on your breath? I was like, you finna have meat on your breath?
All this dude.
Thanks. You a vegan until some dick come out.
so
but yes, I agree. That would be accurate because most dudes, because you gotta think about this, if most dudes thought like women, we'd be more sensitive to the way women would respond to what we say, and we can come up with a better way to give it to them. Because women talking to women is like ordering a Corona. You gotta get that hoe dressed up.
Yeah, a little bit. Yeah.
You got.
I think this is the thing. I think most men, when they get one woman, they're like, "This is the only piece of pussy I'm ever gonna get in my life."
No.
They don't really think like. I know we don't have that mindset at this table, but let's be honest. We all know somebody. Shout out to Frost. No,
bullshit. That was the first thing I thought. I'm sorry, I love you, nigga.
I love you.
But that's the first thing I thought.
No, look, I love you. That's one of his friends, man. That's actually how we met.
Yeah, bro.
But no, it's just a joke.
Yeah.
But no, look, there are some dudes though that really do think that, where they're like, listen, I have to put a chokehold on this pussy because if I let it get away from me, I will never get pussy again. Like ever. I will never meet another vagina ever. And again, I think that if dudes dated more like how we date, where it's like, listen, there's literally 3 single women to 1 single man.
Yeah.
I'm gonna be all right.
Yeah.
But dudes don't think like that. They're like, oh my God, there are 1 million single men and 1 single woman in this entire fucking world.
No.
So I need to treat this pussy as precious as it can. And like I said earlier in the show, bro, I think that to women that's a turnoff because they're like, listen, I shouldn't be your whole attention.
Yeah.
I should be a beneficiary of your success. Because I think that men build castles and women move in and put up the drapes.
See, I just had this combo. I had this combo with a chick, and she was like, long story short, something happened to where we couldn't be sexual. Mm-hmm. So she was like, "Are you cool with that?"
Why is she still friend?
But hold on, but this is where my other side came in and just keeping her around because I like her.
Okay.
So I kept her. I'm doing this not just just don't play shit, but there's some real shit. I told him like, Mom, listen, it's not about the sex for me at the end of the day. You gotta truly capture me mentally to keep me around. Because if it was just about sex, you wouldn't see me.
At all.
You would just hear from me when I wanted to. Because at the end of the day, bitch, I'm out here. Like, it's truly, like, no cap. I'm not the biggest player out here. I know women. I've been turned down.
Yeah.
But I get a lot of attention from women daily. From younger women my age to women older than me.
I think the most successful men get like, I'd say the most successful men shoot like 1 of 30. Which for like NBA, you're terrible. But you know what I'm saying? And like, as far as like, just women you ask for their number and like you actually end up smashing, I would say 1 of 30. For just a regular ass, like nigga like me, you don't got a lot of money, you don't got a lot of game, you're an average nigga.
For me,
1 out of 30, I think you're doing good.
For me, no cap. And I just know like I'm not the tallest nigga, I'm not the bodybuilder same. I'm average, not even just how they feel. But out of 30, all honesty, I might be shooting 50%. No cap, and that goes with younger women my age, or women older than me.
But look, this is my thing though, right? You're thinking about it from your mind point because again, we're dudes that get bitches. But because again, I'm not saying I'm shooting 1 of 30.
I'm using it as far as I get their number.
Yeah. No. Now, okay. No, that's not what I'm talking about. I'm talking about like closing and actually smashing. I think that an average dude. I'm not even gonna say average, above average, because let's be honest, the average dude ain't fucking like that. But an above average dude, 1 out of 30, I think is good.
I might be hitting out of 30 if I'm shooting at 30 women.
3.
Now
I'll say 3.
I'm gonna say a high, the most where I know that. Okay, I got your number. I probably got 10 numbers out of the 30.
Yeah.
Okay,
but how many of them
out of these? The one that I probably just like, damn. Like it was one that I really just text for 3-4 days and I haven't touched him since. And it was me, like I just stopped.
Oh yeah. If you're not feeling it, it's like why would I waste my time?
It's not really just texting. I suggest stuff and they'll be like, yeah, that's cool. But then the moment I'm trying to put it in action, you be like, oh.
Like I told you I wanted to do this last Friday, this Friday, and you didn't have your schedule yet when I said it, so you should have made point like, hey.
And that's my thing. Yeah. If I say, hey, what you doing next week? Oh, nothing, I'm chilling. Bam. Okay, well, Thursday, I'm free. I want to take you to eat. Oh, well, and then Wednesday coming, I'm following up. Oh, well, I forgot I had to do it. Yeah. Okay, well, you just showed me. I'm not about to continue this. I'm not chasing you. I don't
This goes to dudes holding frame again. Because, again, if I tell a woman, listen, I work a job and I own a fucking company and I do a fucking podcast, bitch. My time is limited. If I'm choosing to give you my free time, which is already small as shit, you better appreciate that shit. Because guess what? If you don't, there's somebody else that I will put in that time slot. Because this is my thing. That's how I treat it. I got everything on Google Calendar.
And you call me toxic because I say shit like that. This ain't if I fuck you, I promise you, I do not put my dick in every fucking female. If I fuck you, you should feel very well about yourself. You should feel appreciative.
I had to tell a female
I don't fuck all bitches.
I had to tell a female. She once told me, oh, well, she said something. I'm like, first off, I want you to know if I'm giving you the attention I'm giving you, you're winning. Yeah. She's like, I don't think that. I said, because you don't know me.
Yeah.
I say, just like how he just said, I work from 7 through 11 in the morning. I wake up at 5 in the morning, first off. So I wake up and I go to work from 7 to 11, 11:30 sometimes. From there, I go Uber. From there, it determines what me and him might have going on, that we might go out and visit places to try to get our business going or podcast. I say, I tell him, bitch, from 5 in the morning, really from 7 in the morning to 6, 7, 8 o'clock at night, I am busy. So if I decide to take 2-3 hours to come see you, bitch, give out something.
Yeah. Appreciate it.
Yeah. Don't think I'm like other niggas, because some of these niggas, like I tell them, I gave a lot of niggas 8.5 years start.
Yeah.
A head start on me.
Yeah.
I was gone when I was 19 years old. Yeah. I came home 4 months before my 29th birthday.
You came home and like everything was different.
Everything was different.
That's crazy.
We got
iPhone.
The last iPhone that was out was the 4. When I came home, when I left, the 4 was the hottest product.
When I got locked up, Vine just started popping.
Skype was the number one thing. Skype and Ovo.
Yes. You, like, my nigga, I watched a video of this nigga, he came, say 8 years. He was like, my brother just got out of jail today, and he just watched me pay my bill at McDonald's on my iPhone.
Blew your mind. Hey, blew my mind.
We talked about.
I told him about Netflix being streaming. Blew my mind. We blew my mind.
When I came home December of 2020, December 22nd to be exact, 3 days before Christmas. So the number one thing that blew my mind that I never forget is when people told me to get a Cash App. I said, what the fuck is Cash App?
Yeah.
There's like, it's a bank account that you can get that's not really a bank account, but you can get the money.
Yeah.
I got Cash App, and it was instant money.
Yeah.
I didn't even know how to use it.
Yeah.
I went to a store and literally told them like, hey, I got Cash App. Like, how do I use this? They was like, you got a card? I'm like, yeah. They're like, oh, it's all on the card already. Just swipe as long as you got the money.
Yeah.
And I'm like, that's wild. Wow. For real?
For real.
Like, people in California and in Denver sent me $100 to a fresh out.
Yeah.
So this was like Christmas money, but the more money. So I'm
like,
how do I use this? And I got laughed at this, not dealing with money, but I used to walk into places in 2012. You walk in and ask for an application.
Yeah.
They give you the paper application.
You don't do that shit no more.
I walked in to like 3-4 different businesses and asked for applications. The people laugh.
Yeah.
They're like, we don't have applications.
Yeah, we ain't have
Like, go
applications.
online.
Yeah.
And I'm like, go where? Go online. And I know about online. It's nothing new, but I didn't
realize that applications
like y'all don't got paper no more. So I had to learn certain technology, and shout out to my little brother Eddie P, Swagger P, that he taught me this.
Hell yeah.
He was like, okay, this is what Cash App is. This is what Zelle is.
Yeah.
This is what all these different money transfers.
It was literally teaching you the money apps.
Yeah, and we spoke about this, about getting got by the hole.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Because the first episode was scammers.
Because
we got so got.
We got so got. Because I didn't know about this.
Go back and listen to that episode.
And all this other shit. So host was like, man, you send me $100. You can make
10,000,
1,000, 2,000, 3,000. I'm fresh from prison. I'm like, bitch, all I got is $103 to my name. But if you're telling me I can make 2,000, here you go. And then, well, we need an extra this because Cash App won't release it. Well, let me ask somebody, and I got it, and I sent it to you, and then I never got my money.
Yeah.
So we talked about this.
I ain't gonna lie to you, son. I haven't been scammed like that. No, I'm lying. I've been scammed once by a female, but I've been a part of the scam.
See, I'm learning.
Where like the bitch was like, look, she's like, look, I like you, like you, so I don't want to scam you. But if you can help me by like getting people to get the money and then like send me I was like, look, all I need you to do is whenever I send you a large sum of money, just drop me some gas money.
Yeah.
Drop me some money for my time. And that's what she was doing. Like I was like, it's a little $50 to $100, $75 here, $50 there. I was like, that's straight. Because not only are you making sure that I got gas in my car, nigga, I got lunch. Like, the bitch was coming, she's like, you eat today? And I'm like, nah. She was like, well, here's $40 from that 100 you just sent me on crypto. And I'm like, damn, bitch.
See, I really had to learn that. Because from Northern, and y'all know, well, you know this more than anybody, compared to both of us, from 2012 to 2020. I left in July of 2012. I came home December of 2020. That 8-year gap, 8.5 year gap is so much shit in the world changed. And all we can look at is newspapers and news. Damn. We not getting the actual experience. So when what's the sickness? COVID-19 hit. Okay, we can hear about it, but we didn't know what was really going on in this world. I was in at this time. I caught COVID in prison. Okay. And when I came home, it was so much different that I'm like, that ain't so much, like, I don't know, Uber. All these places that deliver food, like, if a person was so antisocial,
they could just sit at home and have
you don't have to ever leave your house. And if you do, like, I go pick up food from Walmart, I go pick up food from H-E-B, you don't have to interact with nobody.
Nobody.
You go up, text the number, as soon as they roll the window down a bit. Yeah, that's me. Roll it back up. They're gonna load your trunk. You go back to the house.
You know what's so crazy? So I also got locked up in 2012, right? Me and him were literally in prison for Zika, swine flu, and then him for COVID. That's crazy, bro. Like literally 3 world pandemics.
Yeah.
We were just in prison, and you know what's crazy, bro? They didn't even give us a shot. They were just like, "Hey, there's something going on out here that people might die. Try not to pass out from heat exhaustion."
Yeah.
There's a little slide in the door where they're like, "Don't die, nigga."
Yeah, it's a small
No,
Don't die.
no, for real, they're like, "Don't die, but don't come near me."
See, but okay, he left before the COVID pandemic.
Yeah, I left before.
Okay.
I got out in August 3rd, 2017.
Okay.
I got out.
I came home December 2022. Now, what they were doing,
2020.
and 2020. This
I was
is what
saying,
they
you from the future?
Yeah, this is what they were doing.
Let me tell you what happened.
Honestly, and he can contest to this. They have never decided to pay you
Never.
for flu shots.
Never.
Okay, they were paying us. They were literally paying us to take these shots. Now, when I say payment, they're not giving us cash or putting it in our account. They're saying, if you get this shot, we'll give you free food for your commissary.
Oh, okay.
Okay, so it might be...
Imagine getting paid in ramen noodles.
Yeah, it might be 4 noodles. It might be 2 things of ice cream. It might be 4 sodas. But they're giving you something to come down here and take this shot. Now, no cap, everybody who took that shot, guess what happened? We all got sick.
Yeah.
Everybody on the unit. This maybe was a max 200 units. I was coming home already.
Yeah.
So this was a max 200 unit. Everybody got sick on this unit. I was 2 weeks away from, I was about 2 weeks, 3 weeks away from coming home. I got sick Thanksgiving.
Mm-hmm.
I was supposed to come home 3 days before Christmas.
Okay.
They told us if anybody on this unit has any COVID symptoms, you can't leave. Y'all will not leave for 2 extra weeks.
Damn.
Now I just did 8.5 years.
Yeah.
You're telling me
I gotta stay here 2 extra
I gotta
weeks.
stay 2 extra weeks
Because
because somebody
that nigga's sick.
No cap.
That's the worst part. But when you're at the Walls unit and you can literally smell your freedom, and then somebody gets stabbed in the kitchen, and they're like, "Can't nobody leave for an extra 3 days?" And you're like, "I didn't even get stabbed or stabbed. I just had to sit here."
I'm innocent bystander.
Like we told
This
you.
time I'm really innocent.
You're like, "I came for the biscuits."
Like, and we used to tell niggas, no cap. We wasn't threatening them, but we was like, say, listen,
If you do anything, fuck my
you
bro.
won't be leaving for 3 more weeks. I leave in a week. Nigga, I hear you coughing. Nigga, you
But
better
be
not
honest.
go say shit to nobody.
Hold that
Now
shit
listen,
in.
hold that shit in,
Hold
nigga.
that shit
We
in.
gonna make sure, don't go to child, don't go eat, don't go nothing. We will provide you with food. We'll provide you with hygiene. We'll provide you with everything you need to make for these next 2 weeks. As long as you let us 70 go.
Yeah.
So
Because my thing is, if you say, I gotta go to medical, I'm coughing, they're gonna automatically
Shut down the block.
shut down the block for 2 weeks. That means I'm gonna miss Christmas, I'm gonna miss New Year's.
Damn.
Homie, you better shut up.
Shut the fuck up.
you better be sick.
Wait, so what
you
the
better
fuck?
be sick.
What the fuck they do? So what do y'all do? Like, cause this is some shit. I ain't never been in prison. I'm too pretty for that shit. Too pretty for that shit, and I will.
Listen, I know the same thing, man. If you get that
I got
kid,
the I got the youngest voice.
I'm be real. If you have that, if you got a mouthpiece or no homo, if you can talk to people, or if you just again it's about holding frame. Really, prison is really big about respect.
Respect, look,
Yeah.
If you just respect everybody around you, but I'm not gonna lie though, there is some niggas that will dry hate you, and he can attest to this.
Yeah.
So look, I got sent off for parole, right?
Uh-huh.
They tell me they're like, listen, no matter what, you're gonna do this last year and a half.
Yeah.
I said, then fuck you, I'm gonna do whatever I want. Listen, I'm holding a tattoo gun. This is all alleged, by the way. I'm holding a tattoo gun. I have cigarettes. I have synthetic marijuana, which they sell at smoke shops. K2.
Yeah.
I have that shit. I have real, actual fucking weed. I'm stealing food from the kitchen.
I'm cash and money.
I have cash money in my nutsack. I'm stealing clothes from laundry. Like, I'm doing everything you can do. I'm making alcohol in my locker, allegedly. And look, I'm doing all this shit, right? My celly, bro. No bullshit. Fuck you, goo.
Fuck you. I swear on my mind said that.
Look, he hated me so much, bro. I swear, I never even really fucked with this. This is the thing, right? This retarded ass motherfucker. And yes, I said retarded.
You are.
Look,
dumbass.
Me and him came from the same unit, right? I was his tutor in school. I literally taught this grown-ass 32-year-old man how to read. No, listen, if I'm lying, I'm dying, son.
I'm his witness.
I taught a 32-year-old man how to fucking read. Bro, he hated me so much, I don't know why. He started a rumor, a terrible fucking rumor too, to where like legitimately niggas hated me and like whole ass groups of people quit fucking with me. Shout out to Tommy and Nitty that never changed up. But niggas literally just quit fucking with me because he started a rumor that at the last unit we were at, I was fucking other inmates. I was stealing shit from other people. I was telling on niggas, like everything, the worst stigmatism you can have on you in prison, he's saying, oh, he did all that shit.
Yeah.
And then look, one day, right, I'm hiding my alcohol. Has nothing to do with this nigga. I'm hiding my alcohol, allegedly, in the roof, okay? He sees me climbing the scaffolding to go hide it. He yells as loud as he can from the front, right where there's a guard. If you get me caught by you hiding alcohol up there in the rafters, I'm gonna tell and I'm gonna beat your ass. I'm like, shut up! Why are you talking right now?
Nigga!
I'm like, bro,
Bro, he swore he was the biggest gangster.
Biggest street nigga.
But, and like I say,
look, this is, hey, look, for all y'all niggas to say I ain't shit and to say I ain't fake, this is my witness.
Read this for me.
Look, I don't care. Yeah, real talk. Listen, I don't care what anybody on the internet or anybody out there says, bro, because him and other niggas that really know me and knew that I did my shit 10 toes down, bro, no, I'm one of the realest motherfucking niggas out there.
And that's what I shut up with. Like, he left before me. He kept it real off the jump, sending me shit, keeping contact. I did it, what, like 3 more years?
An extra 3 years, bro. I said
an extra 3 years.
And I didn't do this to be known. I didn't do that shit, bro. I sent my nigga money. I sent my nigga letters. I sent him photos.
He got me a whole prescription of Sports Illustrated, all kind of shit. Yeah, and I got a whole no cap. Till this day, if I go in my room, I can pull out a photo album just with his pictures. That's how many pictures he sent me. Just showing me the Astros playoff run World Series. Yeah. I got pictures of that. Barbecue, chilling with the family. He went to a fucking resort in Galveston. Oh, he sent me pictures of hoes and all. This is like, I fuck with my nigga, man, all the way to toes down. And it's a lot of niggas who say, I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna do that. He said it, went home, and did it. Yeah. That's a whole different loyalty to me. And that's why I fuck with my nigga. I don't give a fuck what nobody says because I know the real shit.
Hell yeah.
In prison, I can say the same thing about him. What these niggas was saying. And I when I hear it, you can ask him. I pull up in his cubicle. Say, bro, this is what I'm hearing.
Yeah.
Let me know what's up.
That's why you
because I want to know what's up.
It makes sense.
I want you to tell me.
I want to hear from the horse.
And that's how it was. Tell me what the fuck. Why are these rumors going around? Now, him being Mexican, me being black in prison, that's against the rules.
Well, niggas hated us hanging out.
I'm not supposed to stick with him because he's Mexican and I'm black. But
so it really be about that?
Yeah, it's 10 toes down.
Listen, if you ever want to see real racism, go to prison. People that come out here and they say, I'm being racially profiled. Listen, you have never seen real racism until you have a white celly and you literally hear somebody say the word nigger, jungle bunny, coon, like shit like that, bro. Like real shit. So like where it's real hate and venom towards other races.
You fuck with our race. Yeah. You can probably go in and fuck with our I fuck with Mexicans. I fuck with loyalty, respect. Yeah. I fuck with niggas' character.
That's exactly
I fuck with his character.
Yeah.
Now, niggas should be like, oh, you a blood, or you black, you can't fuck with this nigga. Who can you tell me who I can fuck with? It's 2 things I understand. I'm gonna do what I want. I know how to fight.
Good.
So, how we gonna go about this? How we gonna go about this? Because you can't tell me who I'm gonna rock with. You can't tell me who I'm loyal to.
You only gonna lose so many fights before you start winning.
And that's
like, I'm so real as shit. I'm saying you only gonna lose so many fights before you start winning.
I say, man, look.
Nah, everybody was catching dubs out there. So we weren't taking L's like that. Nah, we was catching dubs.
I wasn't saying nothing about you. I was just saying in general.
We was getting our roll out though.
I tell people, I'm 5'7", I'm short. Yeah. Compared to a lot of niggas who in prison who've been in it for a long time, 200 plus solid 6 feet. Homie, I tell people this one thing for sure, and people can contest to it. I don't fight nobody my size or under. And I tell them this because my brother and the niggas who I fuck with are all older than me and bigger than me. So I've been fighting older niggas and bigger niggas my whole life. So I tell the nigga off the jump, homie, you too little. And he'll be my size. And the nigga will look at me and be like, nigga, you tripping. I'm like, no, because I know for guarantee you don't hit hard enough. And they be like, what? You don't hit hard enough because everybody I fuck with, I'm 140. Most I got to was 145. Yeah. I fight niggas 180 and above.
Hell yeah.
Like, and I'm really pushing to fight these niggas. And I'm gonna give you a fight. So I know how to fight. I just don't fight.
They tell you in football, them little niggas that's on the defensive line, stay away from them.
Exactly. That's just my mindset. But going back to him, I fucked with him so tough. So when all this shit came about, it was like, I hear y'all talking. Y'all come to me because y'all know I fuck with him. So you know what I'm gonna do? Late at night, everybody sleep. I don't want to talk to nobody. Slide in his cell. Yeah. Say, I heard this, I heard that. What's your side of the story?
Right.
Now, from there, I'm gonna think about what I heard. I'm gonna think about what you telling me.
Yeah.
But you my nigga.
Yeah.
So I don't feel like you need to lie to me.
Yeah.
Because at the end of the day, you my nigga.
Yeah,
These other niggas are just rumors, gossip ass bitches. You my nigga, so I'm asking you personally.
Face to face.
Tell me what's up. If you lie to me, I'm gonna take it from there.
Yes.
But if I find out you lied to me, then I'm gonna show you.
It's worse
than
you
fucked up.
Yeah.
Because now these niggas who been really trying to ask me for the okay to smash you, I'm gonna give them the okay. Because they waiting for the okay, because they know if they smash you without my okay, then they gotta deal with me too, and me and mine who come behind me.
Yeah.
But if you wait until I give you the okay, let me find out first. I'm gonna tell him, hey, let me go talk to him.
Yeah.
And if he tell me a lie and I kind of hear from another, hey man, and they got to give me detail about it to make me know you're not lying.
Because that's the thing. They come with generalities and bullshit where you can just tell like, oh no, nigga, you just a hater. Because look, this is the craziest part, right? So look, it's race first when you're in prison, right? And then after that, it's niggas from your city, and then it boils down to niggas in your hood. I remember, bro, this was the thing where, like I said, to me, Tommy and Nitty, like I said, my two ride or die niggas, shout out to Nitty. He's from Austin, right? He's not even from our city. Shout out O2. But they knew that I was down because, look, there was a nigga from my hood, right? From a different set. And they had got into it. And he was trying to talk shit about them. And I told him, I said, bro, don't ever talk shit about my niggas. And I went and told them directly. And then I told them, I said, bro, I'm done fucking with that nigga. We grew up literally 2 blocks down from each other. And I said, fuck that nigga. I don't know him from Adam and Eve. I know y'all my niggas, we ride together, bro. Fuck them. To where, again, bro, niggas was saying like, bro, that nigga Boogie ain't shit. He ain't about shit. He don't stand up for his hood. He don't stand up for his shit. Because again, one of the first rumors that ever started, right? Like I said, growing up, I grew up in a black gang, right? And when I went to jail the first time, and I realized that jail was about color more than about like what you actually repped in the streets, because I was in a more predominantly black gang. Yeah. I remember I got into a fight and I got thrown into solitary. And they brought me my bag, and my bag was empty. And I was like, hey, this ain't my bag. But it had all my paperwork in it. Yeah. And I'm like, this ain't my bag, bro. And they're like, no, yeah, it is. They told us it's your bag. And I'm like, who the fuck is they?
Exactly, yeah.
So then I get out, right? Because you get out of solitary eventually. After a month, I get out. I meet some niggas on the rec yard. I said, hey, what happened to my shit? And they said, oh, your homie said it was cool. I'm like, who the fuck are my homies? Yeah. And they're like, those dudes you used to talk to that y'all said y'all were in the same gang. I said, bro, I had $100 worth of food, hygiene, all types of shit. And they took all my shit. And he's like, yeah. I said, tell them to be on the rec yard on Friday. Friday, they come over there. And listen, I'm by myself. I don't know nobody, bro. I'm by myself. I come out there by myself. 6 motherfuckers come approach me. They said, hell yeah, we took your shit. What you gonna do about it? I said, y'all niggas is bad. Don't even worry about it, son. I said, but I'm letting you know right now, the day I get out, nigga, I'm done with this shit, son. I said, I'm never repping this shit again. I'm never doing this shit again in my life, nigga. Fuck y'all. I'm by myself. I'm only fucking niggas that fuck with me.
Good.
You know what I'm saying? And from that day, bro, I quit gangbang. I quit fucking with that. I told him and Nitty, you know what I'm saying? I told him, I said, listen, this is my background, so if you hear about this shit, it is true. This is what I come from. Because if a nigga coming from the street, I don't want y'all being blindsided.
Yeah.
I was that nigga.
Yeah.
But I'm letting you know, I don't fuck with these niggas no more, and this is why. And I told him and Nitty that story. I said, listen, this happened when I was in jail. I don't fuck with them no more. It just so happens y'all are from the same shit, but I fuck with y'all because I fuck with y'all, not even because of that other shit.
Yeah.
And like I said, man, it is what it is, bro. Because again, no matter what, somebody will always show you their character.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
You gotta take that shit at face value.
And just to tie this shit back in the day,
people show you their true colors, take that shit at face value. Always.
I read in this. I'm real big on quotes, especially inspirational quotes and different shit. It said the situation didn't change you. It just brought you the real you out.
It just brought the real you out.
And I really believe that because I told a female, and I tell partners this all the time. Like, bro, I will, before I just take you in as giving you my all, because when I give somebody my all, I fuck with you.
Yeah.
Like, I'm willing to fuck with you, your kids, your girl, your family. Y'all are mine now, not in no
ownership.
No, like y'all are taking care of.
No,
that's ownership. Nigga, like I'm taking care of this
in
shit.
my heart. Y'all are mine.
Yeah.
You my brother, she my sister, them my kids.
Yeah.
And that's how I am. But I tell them, situations bring the real people out. So you see, like I've seen him in his from the worst to from the lowest to him being on his shit right now, and I've been the same nigga. He been the same nigga. So I don't see no flaw. I know if I call him and be like, say, bro, this is what's going on. I need you to pull up. He ain't gonna be like, well, what did you do?
No.
Well, now he gonna be like, bitch, where you at?
I said, send me the address.
Bitch, where you at? And I know I don't have to second guess him. But that's just the thing, is loyalty.
Yeah.
This my nigga, I fuck with him. So it's just like, with certain shit, I don't even have to think about it because I know my nigga gonna ride. I know the people who I bring into my life. I will give you a test. I might not really be going through something, but I'm gonna throw it out there to see how you respond.
Yeah.
Because you gotta go through something. You gotta see me at my worst.
Yeah.
You gotta see me at my best. You gotta see me when I'm like, no cap, this just happened recently. I was going through a whole mental, emotional situation. It wasn't just about me, but it was people around me that I was going through something. My nigga hit me up every fucking day. Yeah. And even though I wasn't replying, I wasn't texting back, my nigga hit me up every day, told me like, damn bitch, what's up? Hit me up. You can talk to me. What's up? What's going on? Stop leaving me in the blue. Yeah. Like, and I wasn't replying.
He don't like that shit.
And that's what he came out and told me, like, bitch, really, I don't give a fuck what you going through. Don't leave me in the dark.
Yeah, that's
besides being business partners and dealing with other shit, nigga, I'm your partner.
Right.
Like, don't leave me in the dark. And I felt that, but it was just
came before all this.
Yeah, it was like, and that's was some real shit. So he's showing me, and I'm not saying it's just happening, but he been showing me through my time. But
he's just re-showing you why you.
Yeah, he's showing me why I fuck with him. Yeah. But it also showing, like, even with females, you gotta put them through the test. Yeah. You gotta show me.
That. All this shit you're talking about is very much so.
Yeah, go female. Because you gotta show me that you gonna rock with me when I ain't got shit. Because I'm coming from nothing.
Bitches gonna throw rumors out and talk about I need this and I need that.
Females gonna talk shit. You don't hear shit. Even with me, I post shit on Facebook. That don't be about a bitch. But a female will take credit like damn, why you say this? Yeah. Bitch, why are you taking offense to it?
If the
First off, yeah. And it be like, just how I am. I believe you gotta put everybody through a certain course. And it don't gotta be like something you plan. It just gotta be shit that happens.
Yeah.
Look, certain situations, you throw it out there and see how they take it. Now, if they fall back or if they show you a side that really not 100, you gotta take that at like, this is you. This is you, yeah. This is you. This is not like, bitch, I might not always have the best shit. I might lose my job. I might lose my car. I had a female be like, hey, if I lost everything today, what would you do? I said, I'd do my best to make sure you're taken care of. We don't have nothing sexual going on. But I will make sure you're taken care of because I fuck with you. I care about you. And I would want my niggas, and I'm not saying a female to do it for me, but if my niggas was like, damn bitch, like I ain't got much, but you know, I can help you. He's done it many times.
Yeah.
Like, bitch, I can't do too much, but I can help you.
Yeah.
And I was like, well, appreciate it. It's needed for the moment. I need it. Let me just, it might take a week, 2 weeks for me to bounce back, but I'm bounce back, bitch. Let me just get there. And females be like, oh, no, I need a female. A nigga who already there, who never fall off. Bitch,
that's why I'm with my female, bro. Because, like I said on the podcast on a couple episodes ago, I was like, bro, like, she never expected me to be somebody that I'm not.
Yeah.
She always expected me to be me. And, like, being in an open relationship, like, especially when you, like, actively seeking a second partner, they don't understand, like, females don't understand that shit. Like, if you don't have your mind already set to, like, this is what I want to do in my life, this is the type of relationship I want to have, when you go into talking to bitches and you're like, hey, yo, I'm in an open relationship, so when you come back to my crib, there might be a female that already asleep. Or, like, oh, you for real single? Like, yeah, bro, here's my girl right here. She want to talk to you because I've been talking about you for, like, a couple of weeks now because we've been texting and shit. Like, it's the same shit. Like, I'm putting you through a test. When I tell you I got a girl, your reaction is my test.
Yeah.
It's just to see what you're going to do. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, it's to see what you're gonna do and how you gonna react to it. Like, I had one female, I told her about my past. I was like, yeah, I did this, whoop, whoop, whoop. And she was like, yeah, I don't know if I can do that. I don't know if I can. I was like, all right.
Yeah. Listen, man, let's tie this shit all back to date, bro. This is my thing. If you're listening right now and you're a young fucking man, bro, I don't give a fuck if you're 13 or you're fucking 30. Men need to always protect their meat.
Yeah.
And what I mean by that is this. You always got to protect your money, your energy, your attention, and your time.
Yeah.
Because women will try to take all that shit from you if, again, this is the thing. I'm not talking about all women. This is generalization. If you feel like this is you, maybe it is. But don't take it personally.
The shoe fit, man. It's applicable.
Money, energy, attention, and time. That's what men have to offer. That's what every one of us here at this table have to offer. Money, energy, attention, and time, bro. And if you give that shit away for free and you don't value it yourself, how the fuck is anybody else supposed to value it? If you don't value yourself and you don't think to yourself, I am that nigga, I am that man, I will make your life better. If you think, oh, it's just a blessing that you allow me to be here with you, fuck that whole ass shit, bro. And listen, this is why I say the same thing to women. I say this shit to my sister, I say this shit to my mom, my female cut, anybody, bro. If you're a woman, you should chase the best man you could fucking get.
Yeah.
And if that nigga don't meet your standards, fuck him. Because again, you have the same shit. You also got your meat. You got your, well, yeah, your money's not as important. You got your eat. You got your energy, attention, and time. Because that's what women give.
Yeah. And
if you giving that shit away for free, because again, I always say this, me and Tommy always say this, women are better at picking out winners.
Yeah.
And this is where it goes to accountability. If you pick out nothing but fucking losers, that's your fault. Do a better job picking.
Yeah.
Because niggas gonna be out here trying to get whatever pussy they can. And if you fall for that whole ass shit, I have no sympathy for you.
At all.
Use better judgment. Take better care of your eat. Energy, attention, and time if you're a woman. If you're a man, definitely pay attention to your fucking meat, bro.
Yeah.
Because women will take that fucking shit. You will be broke. You will have no energy. You will have no fucking time to do a bitch ass thing, but chase these no nonsense, not worthy assholes. Now listen, we learned a little bit over this episode, so just to wrap it up real quick, because Splash Roll Radio always does a little bit thing of music. There's a lot of new music dropping that just dropped and is dropping this week. We got Jack Harlow, Pooh Shiesty, we got Future, and we got Kendrick Lamar dropping this week, son.
Hey, Kendrick Lamar dropping Friday. This shit
now listen, just real quick, we gonna run the gauntlet. 2 minutes on everybody. Starting with you, my brother. 2 minutes on all of those albums or any album you want to specifically go to.
Future already went over his projected sales for the first week, so that shit's already go. Both of his visuals and his audio have been spectacular. Jack Harlow's album was mid as fuck. He sounds like G-Eazy and Drake had a baby. Sounds like G-Eazy and Drake had a baby. On top of that, it sounds like if Drake really hardcore just focused on just the music when he first started, it sounded like a demo tape that he would send to every fucking label. Kendrick Lamar, Mr. Morals and the Steppers, that shit for the slap. It's Mr. Morals and the fucking step. Fuck that, nigga. It's Kendrick Lamar, nigga. That shit finna go hard, nigga. On top of that, nigga, you got PG Lane, which is the whole, it's not even a label, nigga. It's a whole entire production company, from journalists to people that do videography, to people that do photography, to people who do digital digital imaging. Like that literally PG Lang is a whole ass collective of people. And you gotta also remember Baby Keem is signed to PG Lang. So there's a possible Baby Keem feature on Mr. Morals and the Steppers. Also, Kendrick Lamar and Baby Keem have 5 new languages that they came up with. That shit will be on the fucking album.
Baby Keem hitting right now. Baby Keem hitting right now. All right, my brother, what's up? Run the gauntlet right now. You got 2 minutes. You got 2 minutes.
I can't say nothing because I haven't heard, nor am I too fond of too many people.
Okay, well listen, Kendrick Lamar hasn't dropped yet. What do you think about that album?
I'm not against what they dropping. I jam some Future. I fuck with Kendrick. Jack Harlow, can't say I heard anything too much about him that makes me just say, hey, I'm gonna listen to his new album. Wouldn't just go download it or anything like that. But I will, just from sitting from this table hearing y'all expressions, you before the podcast, you doing the podcast, I'm gonna go out and listen to them because I like music.
Yeah.
Now, I'm big on music. Now I'm a early 2000, like early 2000, all the way from 2000 to 2012 type nigga. I stick in that time frame. Now, shout out to my nigga Pooh Shiesty. I fuck with you, my nigga.
That album
you be having me turned up when I be in the car and I be jamming. I'm dropping the windows, pushing back the sunroof. I'm listening to you, my nigga, because you be running this shit. But Jack Harlow, I haven't heard nothing.
45 seconds, baby.
I can't hear nothing. Now, shout out to my nigga J. Cole. I fuck with my nigga J. Cole all the way around, all day. Kendrick, you still gotta get me, man. You still gotta get me. He still gotta get me. I don't hear nothing from him.
You did
like the one song.
No. In his defense,
I wasn't.
Since he been out.
Oh, let me
I only been out for about 17 months, 18 months. So I haven't just really heard Kendrick. Like he said, he dropped music that haven't been heard or shit that just ain't just out there. I would listen to it because I want to hear it. J. Cole dropped something that was just unheard of that I just ran with. Now, Kendrick, you give me that, I'm gonna rock with you, my nigga. Other than that, I don't know what to tell you, but I will listen to y'all new shit coming up. Go ahead, Boogie.
Listen, man. Jack Harlow, I think you tried too hard on your album to make it sound like a radio single, so you're right. It is mid as fuck, but you do have 2 to 3 bangers on there. Shout out motherfucking Pharrell.
Facts.
Listen, now, that being said, Pooh Shiesty, God damn, you make me miss the street life. You went so motherfucking hard, son. I'm talking about you be out there ready for me to do these things that I shouldn't be doing.
Thanks,
now, listen, Future, all hail the king, nigga.
Right.
May I please treat these bitches half as good as you do.
Yeah.
Because these bitches understand you will save a bitch from McDonald's. And I wish I had the capability to do the same.
Yeah.
I don't give a fuck. Listen, all the females I recommended the Future have hated except for one. Shout out to you because I can tell you a real one. Now, listen, Kendrick Lamar, I'm looking forward to your album, but at the same time, you have to be in a mode for Kendrick Lamar.
Yeah.
Because if your headspace ain't right and you try to listen to Kendrick, he'll have you like Kunta Kinte out in the street ready to burn some shit down. But you do spit fire. Listen, my top 3 motherfucking GOATs, and all for different reasons, in this order. Kanye, Drake, Kendrick Lamar. Fuck you think any different?
Yeah, nah.
Listen, of current artists. Current artists.
Yeah, okay.
Current artists. Current artists right now. Kanye, the visuals, you can't fuck with it.
That's it.
Drake, the storytelling, stop it. And Kendrick Lamar with the activism and the message you preach, can't nobody fuck with you, son. That's my 2 minutes. Splash.world.radio on Instagram. Splash World Radio, Spotify, Apple Podcasts, anywhere you find podcasts. Block Talk. It's me.
Shout out.
It's fucking Tommy. We got the motherfucking
Block
merch.
Talk, man.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Listen.
You want something, let us know. We'll go get it.
We out here, baby. I'm gonna wait until tomorrow.
As always, it's me. It's TJ. And it's Pineapple Dan, the man with the plan. Swaggy D. Thank you for joining us for another week, man. We hope to see y'all here next week. Peace out, baby.
Always. Love y'all.